What's up, y'all? Kofi Kingston here, and I would love to have a drink with Wrestling on the Rocks, depending on what that drink is, preferably non-alcoholic, you know?
How's it going? I'm the Celtic Warrior, Sheamus.
Wardlow here.
Soda.
I would love to have a drink with Wrestling on the Rocks.
I would love to have a drink with Wrestling on the Rocks.
Maple syrup.
I would never have a drink with Wrestling on the Rocks.
Oh, where did Marv go? Usually Marv does this. So hi, and welcome everybody to another... Oh, there he is. Well, fuck, we're not going to get to episode 2 today. Shit.
Today is not today.
No. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. Marv, take it away. Or not.
Welcome to the Dive Bar of the IWC for a brand new episode 1 again. Thank you, Marv. It's a mess.
Oh.
It's a mess.
Marv, happy birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
It's
Marv.
my birthday.
Yay. The most important. Oh my. That doesn't taste good, probably. No.
It can't.
Yeah. No. I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know. But I will say this. Marv, there are a lot of birthdays today. But as we were saying, yeah, episode 1. Yeah, I'm not getting to 2, obviously. Wrestling on the Rocks. So hi, drinking buddies. It's your old pal, Ms. Amanda Jane, with another old pal, Ref Marsh. Yo.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Look at that Fatu jersey. Jealous.
Got it. Came in for my birthday.
Oh, Shelly.
Yada da bean.
I love it.
I've been all about jerseys lately.
Yeah. Yay area. That is what I'm going to respond to that.
I know, it's funny because it's funny too, because Kevlar was telling me, he's all like, dude, the jerseys are just as expensive. Just go get a custom made Raiders jersey the way he got his and just wear it backwards. I was like, yeah, but he doesn't get money for that. Trying to support my boy.
You're like, here, dude, what's your fucking your Venmo? I wonder if it's the same as what he used to have, because I'd be all, hey, here's his Venmo if you really want to do it that way.
Oh yeah, the old merch Venmo.
Yep, old merch.
Hey, I
Venmo.
bootlegged your stuff, but here's $20.
Yeah, there you go. That might be more than what you're getting from WWE. I don't know what you did with your contract and how your merch deals cut, but we don't know anything about contracts, so I have no clue. No clue. But I can say this: I don't think that Phil Brooks makes as much money as he did with his Pro Wrestling Tees store. I will say that.
Oh, well, yeah, probably not.
Yeah, probably
He's
not.
doing pretty good on there.
Yeah. But, hey, it happens. So, yeah, this is a Thursday where, you you and I haven't done Thursday in a long time.
It's been a bit.
Yeah, it's been a bit. That's been the usual. Like when I came around, when I started, it was Thursday, right? Yeah.
No, we did Tuesdays and Wednesdays.
That's right. We did Tuesday. And then we did Thursday for the longest time. And then
on Thursdays because we were covering AEW and we just trying to stay not a week behind.
Yeah.
It's the most frustrating thing about some of the podcasts I listen to is they're a week behind on everything. Everything they watch is all like, all right, last week this happened. I was like, yep, we're 2 weeks past that now. Like,
you're like, sorry. But I think, But honestly, AEW, I'll talk a little bit about that because it is all in weekend. So because I'm anti using that thing, I am wearing my original shirt of the 11,263 people. I was one of them, proud to say it. So
you were in Wembley?
No, it wasn't in Wembley. This is the original one, man. Yeah, the Sears Center Arena. Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. In where in the U.S.? Oh, Hoffman Estates. It's a suburb of fucking Chicago. But anyways, yes, I was there. Got that.
All in this weekend, you said? I'm
gonna look up the card. Okay, look up the card. I don't really know. There's only a couple matches that I know.
It already looks like too much. Let's see.
Yeah. Let's go over the
for
card.
July. Here's your Collision. What? This is for what the fuck?
Hold on, I'll get the card. Hold on. But before I do that, well, actually, while you look for the card, let me do the birthdays.
Collision preview. Yeah, go ahead.
Because Collision's tomorrow. Yeah, okay. Let me do that. Let me do the birthday thing. Lots of birthdays this week. So, without further ado, happy birthday, Kevin Nash. 66. Can you believe that?
Oh, nice.
66. 66.
That's awesome. I don't know if you ever knew about this, but he talked about it in an interview once.
Mm-hmm.
That in his family, there's a lot of heart condition issues and stuff that runs in his family, and he's as of now, because this was true a couple of years ago, and it will only continue to be true as he continues to live. He's the oldest male to live in his family. Like his father and uncles, everyone had passed away well before they're the age that he's at. So he's taking care of himself, and it's fucking paying off, man.
Oh, wow. That's amazing. Yeah. Kudos to you, man.
Always nice to hear about another birthday with him.
Oh, yeah. No, that's awesome. I did not know that. That's a really cool stat to know. So, part of the Hurt Syndicate, happy birthday to Shelton Benjamin.
Oh, nice.
Tony's doing his thing, repeating WWE. It's, But they are, so one half of the AEW Tag Team Champions. Speaking of AEW, I believe these guys are almost out the door. Private Party, but Isaiah Cassidy, he was the one, the Mona Lisa, or whatever. Happy birthday. And then this guy has a great future. Fucking happy birthday to Nick fucking Wayne. Happy birthday. Man, it's weird because I'm like looking at it. He's turning 20. And I've been seeing him wrestle since he was like fucking 16. Good God. Yeah. Another person I fucking love watching her wrestle. She needs a better platform. Big Swole. Happy birthday. This is one, and I'm probably going to destroy his name because it's Japanese in this one. But Rihoi Iiwa of TMDK, Mighty O'Neill, is celebrating a birthday. So happy birthday, dude. He is I think the youngest member of the New Japan roster right now. He's 27. So, yeah. Who else is having a birthday is Natty's old man, TJ. Happy birthday. Her old man.
Yep.
He's turning 45. Brock Lesnar, happy birthday. I'm older than Brock Lesnar. Well, no, I'm not getting into that can of worms. Anyways, happy birthday, Brock Lesnar. Happy birthday to the Hurricane. Happy birthday. Another one selling a birthday this week, Sami Zayn.
Zayn.
You know, I think there was a missed opportunity at Worlds Collide. They really should have, and even I know they did this fucking stupid Grande Americano. I think that El Generico should have been around.
I thought there was the possibility they would do something like
Yeah.
when they were doing the AAA stuff,
Mm-hmm.
like you said, like Worlds Collide. You could have had him do something somewhere, run by,
Or whatever.
or be on stage and run off and create a distraction. Like you didn't have to do a shit ton for a nice little pop for that particular crowd, because the Worlds Collide crowd would have appreciated it more than I think the main roster crowd.
And I think also too, because it's not only that, but it's LA. And well, not like all those people went to fucking Reseda and saw that on the regular, but people know, and they're great about that. Let's see here. Izzy Dame, happy birthday. She is in that I think she's in that there's a women's I guess it's a battle royal. I don't know.
Evolution.
Yeah. No, Evolution. Yeah. So she's doing that. Your buddy X Pac, happy birthday.
Yeah, the 13th.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Yeah. Shares a birthday with a lot of people. Sami Zayn, Izzy Dame, other people I don't want to mention. Andrew Everett, happy birthday. He's on the 14th. As well as you can love him or hate him. I personally don't like him, but Bully Ray, yeah,
I can't stand him.
Well, good. Good. Love it. Let's see here. Who else is celebrating birthday? Jeff Jarrett, happy birthday.
Oh, nice.
Let's see. Anna J, happy birthday. Heath Slater. Oh, speaking of Heath Slater, happy birthday. Did you see the videos and photos from Jinder Mahal's wedding?
I saw one picture of the three of them together, but I didn't dig in for more.
Well, no, someone posted a video of fucking them dancing, and fucking Drew was getting down with the fucking Bollywood type of dancing. I was like, good God, what can't Drew McIntyre do? I love that man.
You relax. You calm down.
Who's me?
Yes.
I'm calm. I love his new shirt. Did you see his new shirt? Fucking
Genders?
No.
Well,
Drew McIntyre.
I'll look it up right now.
Okay, take a look at it. I fucking, when he came out with it the other day, I fucking.
Oh, the Board at Work one?
The Board at Work one.
Yeah, no, that one's a little older. It's been out for a little bit. Oh, wait, no. Actually, this one's newer. I think maybe there was a bootleg one of the tweet.
Yeah, this got his iPhone.
With his logo inside of it. That's pretty solid. I was actually super disappointed. I don't know if you saw it, but there's a new shirt, and I'll let you continue. Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair have a new shirt together, and it looks terrible.
Oh. I haven't seen that.
Like, I don't particularly love the story that they're in or the fact that they're teaming, but like, the shirt is not a good shirt. I'm gonna post it right now, so you keep telling your birthdays.
Okay. All right. Happy birthday to Jesse the Body Ventura, the one of the voices of Saturday night's main event. I'm assuming he's doing it this Saturday again. Don't know, but we'll see. My buddy Carl Fredericks, formerly known as Eddie Thorpe. Happy birthday! Happy birthday! If you see him in your town and he's doing a DJ set, he's actually really, really good. I recommend that. Now, this is funny to me because the other half of the Hurt Syndicate Tag Team Champions is also celebrating their birthday this week. Bobby Lashley. Happy birthday.
I bet you they party together for their birthdays.
I would assume so. And you throw MVP in that mix, and I tell you, it's probably fucking wild times. Also, QT Marshall, happy birthday. Speedball Mike Bailey, happy birthday. Your favorite fucking commentator of probably all time? Excalibur. Happy birthday. And then finally, I actually left someone off the list because I kind of wanted to talk about this guy. So, happy birthday to my Ohana. I can't call him JC Mateo, but that's goddamn Jeff Cobb to me. Happy birthday. Yes. So, I don't like how he's being booked. I just don't.
Yeah, he's not getting a ton of play.
No, but it's bad. The play he's getting is bad.
That's what I'm saying. He's not getting a lot of good goings there.
No, it's bad. And I'm afraid that he's one of those ones that's going to just disappear. And that bothers me because he's so good.
Yeah, I mean, it's tough to say with him just because in a certain sense, like, how much time does he have left? What has he got left in him? Like,
well, he's
does
43.
He have? That's what I'm saying. He's a bit older and he's been doing this a while. He's a little beat up. Like, it just seems to me like if he has one good run here, that's pretty good still, you know?
Yeah, I think with him, it's really more of he fucking busted his ass in Japan. I mean, he went fucking full throttle over there. And I don't blame him for being a little lazy, but I would tell you, because I don't think we've had Fatu. We haven't had Fatu versus Cobb, right?
No,
yet?
Not yet, but I think we're
Let me
getting
tell
there.
you. Well, I've seen that before a couple of times. I can't wait because when you guys see it, you'll go, holy shit. Because that's when I think people will really see, yeah, that's putting respect on fucking Cobb's name because he needs it.
Yeah.
But that was all the birthdays. So remember, guys, yeah, if you know someone on the indies who has a birthday and I don't know about it, hey, drop in my DMs and I'll be glad to help out.
Here's that new Alexa Bliss shirt. It's not great.
That is horrible. Bishop! You know what else is horrible? Delaware. Anyways.
Oh my goodness. Status quo.
Well,
show up, get shit
now.
Well, yeah.
So
now it seems like this shirt was designed for Amanda.
I don't know. Maybe.
Anytime Bishop comes on, she's like, "We're not friends."
We podcast out of convenience.
Yes, it's convenience. God damn it.
Yeah.
Well, hi, and you know what? I already fucked up again, like you fucked up, Marsh, on this episode 1 shit.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
I didn't do our favorite game, so now that Bishop's here, we can do that. Our favorite
pocket
game
pool.
That might be you, not me. Not me. Yeah, no. What's in your glass? So, Bishop, what is in your glass? I'll start with you.
I have a Bud Light Platinum.
Oh,
dude, those are good. Like, really? Honestly, I like those ones more than the regular Bud Lights.
Well, Bud Light is like drinking watered down piss. Not like I know what watered down piss would taste like. But
sounds like
just regular piss.
Yeah, just regular.
Yeah, I just take it straight up.
No, I like it too. It has a little bit less of an aftertaste. When I was a youth, I was a Bud Light over Miller Lite guy. So I kind of just take it. But I really don't drink beer that much. It's mostly whiskey and tequila, but I was fiending beer. So I picked up a case this week, and there we are.
There you go.
Yeah, do it. No, again, me too. I mostly drink like whiskeys and little drinks and stuff, a little bit of wine. Yeah, but every 2 or 3 months, I'm still like, oh, fucking beer. I'll just go get like smoke every day.
Well, you had some good beers that you had brought back from your little trek.
What?
You had some pretty good little ones from your little trek. Yeah, you've had a bunch. Hey, did you ever, speaking of drinks, did you ever try the Josh Barnett one? No?
I looked it up, and it was basically like there was a pretty small window of appropriate time. And I've had expired beer before, although this is like a barley wine. And so it just wasn't stored in such a way that was...
preserved. We'll just keep the can,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all good. Your girl, I don't... if you're, I guess, in Alabama, I guess Bailey's doing a lot of these vodka signings.
Yeah, I have one.
Yeah. Well, I know you have one, but if she like all of a sudden, because Alabama's kind of random, so New Mexico is would be random too. So
they're going to be in Georgia on Saturday. They have to drive through Alabama, I imagine. Are you sure it's Alabama and not Atlanta?
Good question. I swear it was Alabama. Yeah, if not, then
Wheatley. Is it for Wheatley?
Yeah,
for Wheatley.
Yeah, for Wheatley.
Yes, but Marsh, what are you drinking today?
I think you're right. It says Birmingham. Yeah, Birmingham, Alabama.
Yeah, Alabama. Al. I was like, yeah. I got.
I'm just having a little bit of Jack and soda.
Okay. I have water because it's still over 100 degrees over here, which it should not be. I know it should not be. And then my normal Coke without any ice, because it's not about what you drink, it's who you're drinking with. Even if they're from Delaware, it's okay.
I'd been holding on to a Wheatley vodka bottle to have signed by Cody because he was doing a bunch of those too. And now that I got the one signed by Bailey, I was all like, oh, well, at least I still have the other one. And then I'm all like, no, if I meet Cody now, I'm going to have him sign the same bottle.
Right.
Yeah.
Just get them to do it. Although there was another, like, what was it? Braun Breaker and I think Chelsea Green did one. Seamus did one. Like, a bunch of them are just signing bottles of vodka. So,
yeah. Interesting.
I don't hate it.
Yeah. Don't hate it either. But, I mean,
and
Cody Rhodes, I'll tell you, I think
they're
he's
sponsoring Cody Rhodes' podcast.
Yes, they are. Which, by the way, I know we want to get into that now. Yes. So I guess Marsh has deemed Ricky Stark Saints an honorary drinking buddy.
Yeah, because he was having drinks on a podcast.
Oh, he was fucking. When I was watching it, I'm like, you need to. What are you Sabuing or Roman Reignsing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a drinking buddy.
Sabu.
Yeah. I had a beer with Sabu one time.
Oh, that's right. You did.
Yeah.
Fuck. That's probably one of the fucking. Oh, that'd been amazing. That would have been amazing. Yeah. Because nothing.
But no, he did Ricky was on the podcast, so he made me listen to it. So I listened to it.
I did.
And, I mean, it was interesting. Mm-hmm. I went back and also listened to Kevin Owens, most of it. I haven't finished it yet because I got busy today. I don't think Cody Rhodes is a good podcast host or a good interviewer. No. Like, he doesn't prepare a lot. Like, he prepares his promos way more. If he prepared his podcast like he prepared his promo, if he workshopped it, like, he just kind of comes in there very much like, we'll just talk. But, like, and I get that. I mean, that's kind of the way a lot of people do it, but it doesn't make it like a cohesive or coherent thing. Or you hear him missing the opportunity for great questions to ask, but he already kind of knows the answer. And instead of getting the answer he already knows out of somebody, he just moves on, right? Because he's all like, oh, we're friends enough. I know this. And it's all like, no, we don't. That's the whole point.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Although, I will say on a positive side of it, I do think that the conversation is exactly what you would want the conversation to be if you were just literally third wheeling in that fucking bus. Like, if they were on a bus and they're like, hey man, come hang out too, and you just sat there drinking and this is the conversation you had, you'd be like, this is fucking incredible. But to have a highly produced podcast, I was all like, he needs to pay more attention to what Stone Cold was doing. But I also know Stone Cold hosted his own podcast for years first before he got the
and it was god awful in the beginning.
Yeah, it was bad in the beginning. So.
Yeah, he had no clue what he was doing. And I think I've said this on your show, my show, all that stuff. There's a, yes, as corny as it sounds, there's an art to this. There's a chemistry. There's an ability. I say it all the time. I can't do what Marsh does. I can't juggle 3 people on a podcast. Zero chance. It's not. But I did
5 once.
Yeah, I'm very good at being teed up to give the information. And we used to do it, right? We used to pre-show. We can text and pre-show and like, hey, this is how we're going to get. This is what do you want to talk about, right? And then March in the middle of the show, just like, steer us into that whole 30-minute conversation. And there's an art to that.
Oh yeah. I was gonna say, we can't all be damn Colt Cabana. I miss that. I miss Art of Wrestling. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it was one of those things where he was so good at even like awkward people that you would think like fucking Pac. He's awkward, but he had a real good, conversation with him. And there were some people he hadn't done yet that I was dying for him to do. So.
I've only heard good things about his podcast from a lot of people, just that it was really well done, that it was really good. It was fascinating, all those things. I mean, and then on the flip side, like, look, I love Ricky, and I think he's a very interesting guy, and I think he's got a really good story to tell. I don't think he knows how to tell it. I don't think he wants to. I think he was very closed off and very guarded, and I feel like I feel like there's a lot of really good reasons for him to be that way. But when you have a bad host who doesn't know how to really get to the answers, and you have a walled off guest who doesn't really want to feed you information, it made for a lot of like clunkiness. It was 7 minutes and 43 seconds before I said, okay, now the show is starting. It was so rough in the beginning, and I think it's because they are very close to friends, as Cody made very clear that they're not totally there yet. I'm like, okay, you don't have to go that deep into it for us, right? But Cody's constantly talking about how he's got just a handful of friends, and he's been betrayed by many, and trusts very few, but everything he said that he looks for in somebody to be one of those close friends, Ricky is and was and will be. Like, there's no doubt. So it was just tough because I felt like they were having a clunky conversation, and we were there waiting for it to get going. But what we did here was really cool, and what they were able to give us, you could read between the lines on some of it. I mean, it's almost the exact opposite of the KO one. KO was almost driving that conversation.
Yeah.
Because KO's such a good talker.
Mm-hmm.
And he knows the good stories. And they even had to bleep him. He was being so open.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He was literally calling people out, and they were bleeping through it so he didn't call out people on the podcast. And he's all like, this fucking guy on the indies. Like, he was talking about, he was like, this guy left the WWE and goes to the indies and was demanding this much money. And there's like, beep, beep, beep. They're like, you can't just fucking bury everybody, dude.
No,
but Ricky was the exact opposite, where he's kind of like, oh, you remember the one time, right? He goes, I know. And I was like, well, that meant a lot. And it's like, like, we're listening to the rest of this.
It's funny is I was sitting there and I'm like, yeah, that's a lot of conversations I have with him and have had with him. Yeah, you remember? Oh yeah, yeah. Or
I was there for a couple.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah. Just side by side while I was trying to figure out what the fuck was happening.
Yeah, and then fucking Dave is just like, hey. Well, woo, down for whatever. And it's like, well, somebody's mad I didn't fucking rent a car. Sorry.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Whatever. But I will say this. There's two things about it. Okay, of course, I'm like, Ricky, you're drinking a little too much. Okay? Because when he really starts drinking, he starts really, the mouth will just fucking just go. I mean, if anyone actually nobody really saw during pandemic his Instagram lives. Yeah, I had to rescue him like twice. He almost burned down his apartment on one of them, and then the other one, I'm like, you need to stop drinking, dude. You're making some bad decisions, man. Bad.
Or get off live.
You can't or get off live. Get off live. Call me. I'm text messaging him, and there's one point he was like, stop text messaging me. You're fucking interrupting Alexa over here. And I go, that has nothing to do with anything, dude. Like, no, you're fucking drunk. You just drank that whole bottle. Get off of live before you regret it. So, like, for me, I'm like, yeah, that's kind of how he has conversations. He is a very private person. And I did want to point out one thing that really made me mad. And I think they need to go back and bleep it. And I think it was Cody. who threw out the government name. And I was like, dude.
Yeah, I thought I heard it too.
Yeah. And I was sitting there like, you just like opened up something that is very, very private. You know?
But I think I felt like the way he said it could come off as a nickname. So I don't know if it landed. But I thought I heard this. I thought I heard the same thing. Well, I know you would have heard immediately, but I thought I was all like, was that? And I was like, But I'm also under the impression because of you that the truth is not out there, right? And most people I know believe the truth is out there, right? And so most people I know would hear that and then just go, "That's a nickname," right? Because he didn't like combat it or say anything. He didn't say something like, "Whoa, dude," you know what I mean? Like he didn't sell it. And since he no-sold it, I think that helps the case.
I think with him, it wasn't that he no-sold it. I think he was drinking enough that it just kind of slipped by. Because I think it's one of those things where if he would go back, if he went back and watched it, he'd be all, fuck.
Yeah, fuck.
He would have gone, what are you doing, dude? Like, fucking, there's some walls that I don't, want.
So now that Ricky's made it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is he not trying to be more appealing? Like, why is he still being so guarded? If that's the takeaway from the interview, because I didn't see it, but if that's the takeaway from that podcast, then why, in this context, would he stay guarded and not open himself up more to this bigger fan base that the WWE has to offer?
See, that was part of my thought too, was I was hoping that he would endear himself to more people. And I don't know that he super did that. But my other takeaway from the way he was talking about stuff is there's a big part of him that feels like he did it. He's here. He's at a WWE paycheck. That's been the goal for so long. But it also feels like that it is not. It all could go away in a blink of an eye, and it's not the end goal yet, right? That like he doesn't like to distinguish between NXT and main roster and all that because it's all like, I'm a WWE superstar flat out. We don't need to say NXT superstar. I'm a WWE superstar. And you're like, you're right. That's the mentality you need to be that, right? LA Knight came in as a fucking megastar, right? He fucking touted himself. I'm the megastar. I'm not a superstar. I'm not here like everyone else. I'm here bigger than everyone else. So he's got the right mentality. No, I am a superstar. I'm here because I'm a superstar. This is just step one of being a superstar. But I do think that he's being guarded in a way too that I was all like, he is pretty closed off. Like, it's an interesting story. I thought it was a real big thing. Cody mentioned that when they were in Vegas for WrestleMania, he reached out to some people down in NXT, and Starks was not one of them, but said, who are the locker room leaders right now? Because I want to give them a message about, making sure they keep their shit together. Like, let's not risk it all. It's Vegas. Look, I know how Vegas can be. Like, let's be smart. If you're going to party, do it off the strip. If you're going to fucking drink, do it after the show. Like, don't do it before, you know what I mean? Like all these things. And he was told right away, Ricky. And he was like, no shit. Like, really? And it was really cool. And Ricky was even saying that he was actually, he felt kind of surprised at how quickly he's come in and settled in, and that people are approaching him for advice on stuff, knowing full well that yes, he was on TV over there, but this is different. And is he really going to be the guy to give advice for this scenario when guys like AJ and Finn, we've even talked about, NXT is important to learn this, you know what I mean? But yeah, I mean, maybe that's a question for Amanda, but that was my big takeaway, was that he's really guarded, but I think it's because he feels like he still has so much more to go, and that he's gotten in trouble for such stupid shit in the past that it's just like, just don't say anything. You know what I mean? But then why do the show?
Yeah. That's where I was coming from. It's like, if you are going to take that step, or maybe he did it because it's a comfort zone and Cody and all that too, but
could have been baby steps.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But you're there now. Like, that's the thing. Like, this is where you're supposed to swim,
He definitely didn't feel like overwhelmed by talking to Cody in any way. They definitely talked very comfortably. So it wasn't, this wasn't even like how fucking Ambrose was a fucking idiot on Stone Cold's, and you're like, these are not the same type of people. They had a conversation in a way where you're kind of like, no, these are the same people. You know what I mean? Like, there was a comfort there. But yeah, I think it might have been baby steps.
Yeah, it's funny when Ambrose did it with Stone Cold. It was funny because I just was thinking, man, when he did it with Cabana, that was like a totally different fucking person. And I was like, he's a very interesting person, despite whatever, you know. I go back every once in a while when I see too much of fucking Mox, and I'm like, ugh, let's go listen to that podcast, because then you're like, oh yeah, he's a human. And he's actually a pleasant person.
So or was. You have to acknowledge that some people grow up to be shitty.
Well, there's a lot of shitty people out there, a lot of them, okay, and especially in wrestling. So if y'all don't know, y'all should know. But anyways, my take on it is that yes, he's guarded, and yes, he will always be guarded, because the reason why is there's a lot of insecurity that he has. I'm putting him on blast right now, and you know, he could hate me forever for saying it, but it's true. Like, I've had conversations with him very similar to with Cody and whatnot. And, you know, I'm one of the very rare, like, fans that know a lot of this shit. So a lot of me was just kind of like, you're keeping the facade up. Even though, yes, you know, you've made it. He also knows now, he learned the hard way about AEW, because it got to him. It got to almost everybody. Janela says it got to him, you know, but Ricky, it was like he made some moves that he kind of regretted. And, you know, at the end of the day, it's like you came in there also making sure that you were in like every click. You were just trying to, you know, get yours. But that wasn't the way to do it, because at the end of the day, none of them gave a fuck. The only person who really was supportive was Cody. Yeah, that's the truth with it. So it's very, very interesting. So now, I honestly think that he's still going to be very, very private. Yeah. I mean, there's some things that he'll talk about, but a lot of it, if it kind of exposes like who he really is. I'm surprised that they talked about how sensitive he is. I was like, oh, okay, we're going to go down that route.
You know, maybe it'll take him being on that main roster week in, week out, so he finds a new comfort zone. I mean, look, we don't have to have a pity party for him. I'm just curious if he's going to continue to and this is also the first, like Mark said, like maybe he's just testing the waters, you know, to see, you know, what's next for him, reintroducing himself to this new audience. Mm-hmm. But if he's on SmackDown for 6 months and he realizes what Cody's been saying, right? Like, this locker room moves as a unit. We're all in this together. And then that could help ease some of those insecurities that he may have. And he can open up himself more. Because at the end of the day, like, we've talked about it on this show and otherwise, like, the authenticity that sits within these wrestlers, these performers when they're on TV, that's where the relatability is. So the more open he can be, because it takes a lot. It takes a lot to be a character and get people to invest. You have to have that piece of yourself so we know what we're gravitating to. And if he's going to consistently be closed off and just kind of, you know, prance around, it's like, dude, we have to grab onto something more. And, you know, it'll eventually happen, I'm sure. But if not, then, you know, in my opinion, that'll be why it doesn't work.
I mean, or he ends up like fucking Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins is all those things. He's sensitive. He's insecure. He does not bring his guard down for anything. He will not have a sincere conversation for all you can dig out of him on ESPN or wherever he is. He's very guarded and closed off. So it's not like there's no path for success there. But a lot of what Seth does doesn't work a lot of the times. And a lot of it has to do with that fact that we can't latch on. The reason people are latching onto this right now, it's because they can sing along. They literally needed to sing along. We've been begging to like him for a long time, and everything about his presentation is not something to latch onto. But, well, if we just sing the song, it's a little bit fun for us in the thing, and he gets the idea that we do like him. Problem is that, like I said before 100 times, we like him so much we want to be invested in him. We're begging him to give us that, and he just never does. And so we give it to him just on good faith and goodwill that, hey, you have good matches every time. You're always here. You're a bang up dude. You always do good things by the kids when you walk by him in the fucking cons and stuff. Like any meet and greet, you'll tell you he's a fucking cool dude to you. But like, yeah, he's his fandom is based off of goodwill.
As you're explaining all that, I just keep thinking of Braun Strowman, right? And it's funny because if this was the '90s, Seth would be gone and Strowman would still be here. You know, like they would go size over anything else, and because everything you're saying, Braun Strowman went through the same fucking thing. We gave him the good faith because he was, big and domineering and at times jovial, and there was authenticity there. And you can see how hard he was working and all these things, but there was but then that was it. And then he, started the choo-choo train, and like, it's fun, but like, we're not getting anything out of it. But also the other thing I was thinking when you talk about Seth Rollins and specifically the song, I was watching Monday Night and I just go, man, Vince was good at this stuff.
Yeah.
Remember when Nakamura turned heel and Vince changed the music and people went up in arms? How are you going to change his music? I said, yeah, so you don't fucking sing along. So you get the reaction that needs to happen. And if they change Seth's music to stop the fucking sing along, then we will get the boos that we need for this fucking faction. It's not happening. Yes, they're doing like some interesting things by, everyone had their own little promo that night, and it seemed like they were disjointed, but kind of on the same page. But that sing along, man, it really does ruin the essence of what a heel faction is supposed to be. And if Vince was around, he probably would change the music so you don't sing along.
Yeah.
I would say if Vince was around, I wouldn't be so confused on who the fuck is supposed to be a heel and why. Like, honest to God, Cena, Becky, and Seth are three of your biggest stars right now, and I couldn't tell you how they're actually supposed to be portrayed versus what we're getting. Is Cena truly being a heel, or is he truly being a babyface and giving the fans what they've always wanted, which was to see him play a bad guy? We're watching the Peacemaker, Stranger Things, you know what I mean? We're watching the upside down of the Peacemaker. We're watching him be a bad guy. That's all we want to see, is him do a bad guy role. And so we're getting that. Becky Lynch, we want her to be a bad guy so our new good guys have somebody to topple that means something, right? Like, this audience today plays along more than any other audience before, for better or for worse. For my take, I think it's real 50-50. There's a lot of worse parts about it being such a play along audience. We don't get nuance and stuff, but it is really nice that we finally have an audience that's just willing to tell a bad guy we like you. You know what I mean? Like, how many times? I mean, that was one of Seth's big problems. Why he was so afraid to turn heel was that he was afraid they would boo him because they didn't like that character, and then it was too vulnerable. Like, that was a big problem for him. Ultimately, right now, it's, I want you guys to cheer for me, so they will. Okay, thank God. He doesn't have to worry about those insecurities of actually being accepted as a character. He can just go out there and tell them, the fans, what they want him to, what we want, and they just do it.
Can't we boo Phil Brooks? People,
they do.
Really? Where?
They booed him when he apologized in Saudi. It was so fucking funny.
Well, that's different, and I think, and then now it's like, y'all know that was a plant, okay?
Yeah,
the guy's an asshole. Okay, why are you fans? And especially when I see, like, I saw this a lot at Money in the Bank, where I saw so many children wearing his shirt, and their parents, like, dad was taking them or whatever, or mom, whatever, and she had her shirt. One guy, I had to stop him because his kid was like all decked out in the fucking wraps and with the fucking X's and all this shit. And I was like, does your kid like CM Punk? I'm just curious. And he goes, oh yeah, he loves him. I go, well, did you know? And of course I'm, going into these like negative things. He goes, I didn't know that. I said, yeah, your son likes a fucking real asshole.
That's why I don't mind kids who like Cody. We know he's a good dude.
Cody's is fine. Cena,
Cody's
that's fine.
Good dude. Cena's good dude.
Hell, fucking Randy Orton and his weird tweener ass. That's fine.
Yes.
Like,
Orton's a good dude.
fine. Yeah.
Look, those are all people, though, but also those are all people who have kids and understand empathy and how their life changed from having kids. Phil has an ugly fucking dog.
No
Cena
shit.
had every kid.
What?
Cena had every kid. That's the whole point of his story.
Oh.
He's had all of our kids.
Yeah.
Well,
he's raised all our children.
Yeah, same. You can't do 500 Make-A-Wishes and not understand empathy towards children. Okay?
Empathy, period.
No.
Period. And especially because I thought with Saudi and Phil, and I'll get back onto what we were talking about, but I just thought it was hilarious how all these people were touching him and he was hugging people. Whereas fucking, just a few fucking, like not even a month and a half ago.
Hours before he shoved a kid away.
Yeah. And not only
that was one of my favorite things I've ever sent you.
Yeah.
Check this shit out. This is awesome.
I was like, fucking asshole. God. And so, yeah, like you parents are letting your children like this and you're buying his fucking shirts. The guy fucking obviously doesn't like children. Okay. He shoved a child. Okay.
That dude can sell some bullshit. That's for sure.
He sure can sell a lot of bullshit. But I will say,
go ahead.
I was going to say, well, with him, it's very hypocritical is the word, but you know what? It takes some fucking iron balls to do all of that shit. Go to Saudi, right? And then people who were at WrestleMania who paid, it was so expensive to go take a photo with him or whatnot. Oh, yeah. It was like $300, I think.
Jeez.
Okay. First of all, I'd rather spend $300. I would rather wipe my ass with $300 than spend it on him. And I'm just saying, because if I was a fan and I'd never met him and I want to give him a hug, no, I couldn't do it. You can't even fist bump the guy. Don't, I have a circle around me. Don't come near it. And then you do this. Yeah.
That video circling around with Rhea, where the same exact thing happened to Rhea as happened to Punk, where a security guy is kind of, I think it was a woman actually telling this kid to get back a little bit. And the kid makes eye contact with Rhea and she sees and she has her phone out and Rhea security over and hugs the child. I'm like, oh, that's another way to handle that situation.
Yeah. You would say that's a little bit different, huh?
Yeah.
Same situation, but two different results.
Slightly. Just slightly. That's where and I do have a little bone to pick with Fanatics. How come I'm just curious, how come WrestleMania it costs so almost double to take a picture with Ricky Saints than it is in Atlanta? Riddle me that one, Batman.
They charge more for WrestleMania. That's just a whole thing. Like, I mean, front row for WrestleMania is more for anything else.
No, I know, but it's like, come on, dude. Like,
and Fanatics Fest was like $80 for basically everybody, but then you go to the
Fanatics Fest was horrible because, well, not Fanatics Fest, but the WWE World was horrible because you paid for fucking shit that was free in LA, except the meet and greets and certain things. But
a lot of it has to do with TKO trying to get their money back. They spent a lot of money and it's not coming in fast enough. And
TKO, let me tell you this: you would probably get more money from me if you got rid of Phil Brooks, did some changes,
You can't buy merch for someone not being there. Okay? It has nothing to do with, no matter how many shirts they put out of him, you will be buying none of them either way. It's not like once he's gone, you start buying more of other people's shirts.
Well, their shirts are expensive and they're not very good. But I will say, that one is sick. Yep.
Oh, I like that.
Gay area.
You got it.
Gay area.
Now, let's circle back real quick before we get too lost in the weeds and before you make us fucking focus on this for 45 minutes later so we can wrap up the Ricky Stark segment. Well, before we go talk about what he did on NXT, because I know you want to, the other thing in the podcast that was super notable, so he was a locker room leader in a short period of time. He does feel like he's made it, but has a long way to go. But he also talked a lot about how he keeps the loyal ones close. And he said, if you have access to me, he was like, then you know that you're a special person to me. And I heard that and I was all like, Amanda's going to cry.
I did.
You can't be saying shit like that, dude.
I'm like, Dude, you know how many people I'm pretty sure who listen to that who know are like, good God, she's probably like, I'm like, yeah, I'm teary eyed, but. Like,
but it was a good moment, dude, because I heard it too, and the way he was talking about, because it was also when Cody was talking about how many people stabbed him in the back, and and Ricky was all like, yeah, a lot of people, don't have your back, and he goes, but there's a select few. He's like, I can tell you this much: if you have access to me, there's a reason for that. He's like, because I do not allow access. Although he also said at the same time, anytime his phone rings, he picks it up. Whether he knows the number, blocked number, unknown number, he picks it up. He's all like, I don't give a shit.
Because he's a shit starter. Fucking, he's a troll.
He said he's a spam. I'm just like, let's get it going, man.
Yeah, the shit starter. Like, there was a time when I called him. I didn't expect him to fucking answer because he was doing a show. And I totally forgot. And I was about to hang up. And he goes, what's going on? I go, I didn't mean to call because aren't you doing a show? And he goes, yeah, whatever. I go, oh, okay. Yeah, what? Okay. Did you already go or something? He's like, no, it's all good. Like,
just listen up.
I'm like, just call me later. It's okay. I'm like, I feel bad. I'm intruding. But no, I think with him, that's just kind of how it is. Because remember, you and I had talked about before in conversations when we were in Atlanta and we went out to eat that one night and how he was, kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, I mean, also in hindsight, because he talked about it there, he had just basically quit NWA the same weekend he started NWA. So we saw him debut, have like 4 weeks worth of matches in one night. And he also said that he was never supposed to come back. Like, that was it. He was done. Like, he signed a contract with them and then said it didn't feel right. So he was in a weird headspace at that moment because he had just completed his first contract and just told them he's not coming back again. Like, it was like a weekend-long contract that he was not going to redo in a month. And so, like, he was likely in a weird headspace to begin with. Like, did I just fuck up everything or did I make the right choice, right? Like, that's got to be a heavy thing to think.
Yeah, I've had a conversation with him about that. And he... his contract was actually up in, I want to say it was April of 2020, April or May. And I remembered because he definitely was supposed to do Crockett Cup 2. Yeah. Because he's like, are you coming? I go, hello.
Yeah.
Duh. I said,
but I was going to go to Crockett Cup 2. But...
yeah, I know. I had front row just to see Marty win a championship because we know was going to beat Aldis. And you know what was going to happen? Aldis would be more on Ring of Honor too. And then Aldis would have become champion because Marty can't book himself being a champion. But he, when he told them no, and he told me that, I said, are you sure that's a good idea? Because the state of the world right now, I said, because we don't know when things are coming back. And your indie run, my God. Okay, this is one thing. I so want someone to talk about it, but I'm like, your indie run, he was very stubborn. Okay, this is where I gave him shit when he got to AEW. I said, you never would tweet out like where you're going to be and whatnot and doing your part to help the promoter. Because do you think they're going to book you again when you're not doing that? Probably not. But I said, now you're doing this. I go, what the fuck, dude? Like, you really don't have to do that because you're signed to something. Yeah. But yeah, I said to him, I said, are you going to bust your ass when the indies come up because you didn't sign anything? You didn't resign? And he goes, well, I go, you have to fucking grind it. And if nobody knows who the fuck you are, then, what can I say? So then he, was starting to get into GCW. He did one with Effie, a match there. No, it wasn't Effie. He did, he wrestled for Inspire Pro because that's when Effie won the belt. No, he wrestled Spider Nate Webb, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he did. Okay. But yeah, no, so that's, what he had going on. There's other things too that I won't put him on blast about, but He really questioned that decision. So
when he mentioned that he wasn't that big on the indies, and I do recall that the first sight I got of him was at the NWA, and his first I'd even heard of him, and it was kind of like, where's this guy been hiding? And it's largely like you said, he had no real presence outside of where he was on that night, right? He didn't have it wasn't like a lot of these ones where you just see, oh, this person's here, this person's here. Like, a matter of fact, as we're talking about it, in 9 days, Duke City Championship Wrestling out here in Albuquerque, who just recently became NWA sponsored as one of their territories, is bringing out Sam Adonis.
Nice.
You know? And Brittany Brooks, who I've been wanting to see for a while.
Oh my God, Brittany Brooks. She's so good.
She's really good.
Is Corey Gray's brother?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And I've also gotten the praise of him a couple of times at CAC. So, like, I could just tell you straight up, he's a really fucking good dude. I keep meaning to reach out to him and let him know if he needs anyone. He's out here. I'll drive him around or whatever. But I mean, we got that.
Yeah, you should. You should. You should.
But
take care of him.
Yeah, and Brittany's one too, where there's something. I've been watching her for a bit because the way I discovered her was weird, right? So I was like out raw in Phoenix, and I was on the fence and if I was going to go in or not. I drove all the way up to Phoenix from Tucson to meet Kevin Owens that morning at a fucking cricket, and that went well and it was cool. But I had gotten so little sleep that I was so tired that in my mind I was like, if I stay here for this show, I don't know if I'm going to get home safe. Like, I've got another 2 hours to drive, and I was so tired. And I was walking around the outside of the venue. I even knew people who were doing seat filling. It was like, maybe I'll just go in with them. And then at a certain point, I thought to myself, if it's this hard to decide if I should go in there for something that I love, then I probably should not. You know what I mean? There's something nagging wrong that I need to listen to. But as I was walking around outside, she was all around the building, like walking around like out front too. And there was something about her. I was like, she's somebody. And I couldn't place my finger on it. I didn't know. And it turns out I'd never seen her before. She just was exuding this kind of star power about her, this charisma almost, that when I noticed she was wearing an AWF shirt, which is a local promotion out there, I just looked at AWF and she was on their roster. And I was like, there's something about her. And I started watching her matches and I was like, she's fucking good. So the idea that she's getting booked outside of the state now is really cool. And I know she did some stuff in Vegas during Mania, but pretty much everybody does. Right.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to go check that out and shit too. And I mean, yeah, Ricky didn't have much of a presence there. He did do that fucking like 4 weeks worth of matches in a row. And I had a feeling that's what you were thinking of when you saw NXT and he had to do that gauntlet match. Is that why you want me to watch the gauntlet match?
Well, kind of, but also now that you kind of hear that, okay, he's locker room leader, and I looked at it again after, and I'm like, yeah, that's the thing, and so it makes me wonder, because when fucking Triple H called him and said, we're gonna have you on, on NXT, for me, that tells me two things. One, that they either know that you have this potential to be something very, very big, but you're like in no way, shape, or form right now ready for anything. You'll be a failure. So I think that that's part of it. And I think the other part of it is, he's been around, and sometimes some of these kids there's kids there who've never really done anything. This is their first, big exposure to any of this. So I think that that's kind of part of it too. But yeah, his indie run, because he used to ask me, how do I get on PWG? I said, no one knows who the fuck you are. You will not get on PWG. Super Dragon, if he doesn't know who you are, you're not getting on there. That's facts. You don't put yourself out there enough. I said, because you want people to champion you. You want people to talk about you and help you get your name out there. That's what you want. I can't do it alone. But yeah.
Try every week.
Yeah. There's another person too that I know that used to see at PWG all the time. One day I had come in and I was wearing Ricky's shirt, one of his shirts. It was an older one he had given me. And the guy was like, Ricky Starks? And I go, yeah. And he goes, because the guy's from Texas. He goes, yeah, I used to go up to Austin when he was doing Wrestle Circus. The guy's good. I go, yeah, but he needs to wrestle more. Like, there's things other than Texas you can go to and Mexico, you know.
A lot of people get locked in their spots. I mean, I'm a big fan of Trevor Blackwell, but he's fucking not left Georgia except once in fucking like 6 years. And it's like, all right, dude, I'm not going to see you, but
yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so I did watch NXT, and NXT is a really bad show. It is bad. It is hard to watch.
Yeah, I don't know what Sean's doing over there. Is he having a nervous breakdown or something? But it hasn't been that great.
I have a feeling the more and more I watch what Shawn Michaels is doing in NXT, that he might truly believe his greatest match of all time was against Hulk Hogan.
Wow.
You know? He might truly believe that's everything we need in wrestling. Because everybody who goes through there who wants to be the next Shawn Michaels only sells like he's sold there. And it's always awful. Like, it's so weird. Every one of the guys that fucking Ricky wrestled was a fucking child and a cartoon. Mm-hmm. And I was like, what the fuck are we doing? And then to know it was all so he can have another fucking Ethan Page match. Like, I know Ethan was trying his fucking hardest on commentary to talk about this rivalry from bingo halls to here to fucking. I was like, you're still basically in a bingo hall, dude, and we're all fucking tired of it. How about that?
Yeah.
You guys have a rivalry that none of us want. Like, I want them so badly to move away from each other because I don't think either one of them helps each other in any way.
No. Just give Ricky the belt back. And that's why my thing says "and new." Okay. But I'm serious. It's like, just give him the fucking belt back, because I think that he can elevate some of these other people more so than fucking Ethan Page.
Have any desire to see. Go ahead.
No, like, because what I got from what you were saying, Marsh, was that it's having look for us novice fans who don't really care about the entire indie scene. Having two AEW guys wrestle each other doesn't help anybody. They need the exposure, and they're both veterans as well. The younger talent and non-AEW, like, they need to mingle away from each other. They need to not exist together, not just from even from your standpoint, Amanda, we've seen this before, but from we don't need those talents working with those talents. It's a net negative. It does nothing for anyone, like Marsh said. Having Ricky do a gauntlet match with younger talent makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
For the end of it. Yes, for them. And that's allowed. That's allowed. That's part of what NXT should be. That's why Becky went down and faced Lyra and Tiffany, right? Like, doing that helps them. That's NXT. Like, they're doing LFG to evolve to NXT, right? Like, it's all part of what they're doing. So having this makes a lot of sense. But when your end game, is AEW versus AEW, like, it helps nobody. It truly helps nobody.
Yeah.
I'd much rather see Ricky
fucking faction means less.
Yeah.
Right? Because Ricky just beat them all. Now he's on to the next thing. So those guys mean nothing now. They got some exposure and they got some work with a veteran, but it still means nothing.
Yeah. And I'd much rather, I've got no desire to see Ricky spend the next fucking year training younger talent in NXT. Put him on fucking SmackDown and let's move on. You know what I mean? Let's get him in some matches with fucking anybody. You know what I mean? Like, do a Rusev match. And maybe not Rusev because of what they're doing with Rusev, but do your fucking matches. Like, with the talent who have been there. Have a little fucking LA Knight fucking skirmish with the guy. You know what I mean? Like, let's fucking see if he can hang with LA Knight. And we know he can.
Mm-hmm.
But, do the opposite of what happened with fucking Carmelo.
Oh, man. It's funny because I sit back and I think, man, the two programs I think that would have been really good if they had really explored Ricky and Wesley a little bit more, I think we could have gotten some good stuff out of it. And then, of course, one that I have always wanted, and actually I know that both of them have always wanted to wrestle each other one-on-one. Eddie Thorpe.
Thorpe, I thought left. I thought they just released him.
I know, but he was, yeah. But if they had, yeah, that would be great.
But they're not doing, Amanda.
I know. I'm just saying. Those were things that they could have done. Remember they had that whole thing, and Ethan Page was there. It was that 4-way or whatever the fuck.
No one wants to remember Ethan Page.
No, and he's just very dry. He's very dry. I mean, he's better, and everyone tells him this. You were a better tag team wrestler. You were better in the North. Just saying. I've said that a lot, and I've said it on episode 1. Yeah, I know I have. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but yeah, NXT is kind of shitty. Even Evolve is kind of has its moments where it can be good, it can't be good, and whatever. But it just seems like they're really kind of skipping Evolve and having people who are on Evolve now all of a sudden, okay, yeah, you haven't even been there for like 2 or 3 months, and now you're in NXT. Like, okay. Or even those LFG people.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
But yeah, I watched Ricky did a good job against a bunch of shitty talent for a fucking program that needs to end 3 years ago.
Yeah.
I'm ready to have them move. I mean, fuck, do Ricky and fucking Carmelo Hayes thing. Give Melo something to do on the main roster.
No, I want that so bad. It's like, give me that, because they're almost 2 peas in a pod. And I know
they could do better than what we've got going on with either one of them now. So yeah. I'm just saying, I think that as far as I can tell, I don't think that there's anything left for me to see Ricky do in NXT. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't care if he beats Trick for the championship. Was a TNA. Like, I don't give a fuck about that. I don't want to see him with Joe Hendry. I want to see Ricky Starks.
You just don't like Joe Hendry.
Because he sucks. He fucking is awful. What I want to see is Ricky Starks, Ricky Saints, Ricky Stanks. I want to see Ricky Skanks with some real fucking talent get better in his matches every fucking week, instead of watching him just show everybody what he's been doing for a decade. I'm over it, dude. I've seen it. Let's move on. And it's not his fault. That's not his booking's fault. But I think there's no way that we aren't ready to see him do bigger and better things with talent who could teach him stuff. He needs to stop being there to teach everyone else. You know what I mean? He's got to fucking move.
That's what he got with Danielson, those 2 matches that he had.
Yeah.
And I think that, Phil, he didn't get anything.
Better since.
Yeah, he has.
No one does.
Not Phil. Phil didn't do that. Phil can fuck himself. But anyways. God, I hate
No, when he came in and started with the Michael Jackson stuff again, it's like, okay, show us part of who you are. But you have to evolve and advance past that. And again, give us something that makes sense. But
yeah.
I mean, for those who followed, Amanda included, you want what you love, and I get that. That's fine. Yeah. Like, again, bring that piece of it. But if you're gonna do bit for bit what you did before and not grow, then there's no point, and there's no point. That's why I felt really bad for Cameron Grimes, right? Like,
yeah.
By the time he ended up leaving WWE, we saw him take chances on himself with either what he was given or what he wanted to do, to go through this presentation after presentation to try to latch on to something that was going to get somewhere. And that type of trying for growth, a la not Johnny Gargano saying dumb shit all the time, like, I respect that way more than you're not drawing me in, but doing the same shit over and over again. Like, it's just, so I would like, again, I like Ricky to open up on podcasts a little bit more so we can see what's up. And I would like him to change his character just a little bit and grow and grow and grow. Because if you don't grow, shouts to Wesley, then get the fuck out, man. I want Wesley to lose his job, but fuck it, man. If you're not going to do anything different, he's been at NXT for 6 fucking years. We talked about this last time on episode 1.
Yeah.
Like, if you're not going to shit, man, get off the pot. Like, it's got to grow. And if it doesn't grow, then then go back to AEW or TNA or some other shit.
He was at TNA. He's not gonna go to AEW.
Yeah, I'm tired of seeing people just spinning their wheels in the mud. You know what I mean? Like, let's not do that.
Yeah.
And I think that Ricky is better than that. And I think that the problem with NXT, like the biggest problem with NXT, is the reason you see so many people get stuck there for 6 years, 7 years, just spinning their tires, is because there's jack shit anyone down there to help them. You know what I mean? Like, they have the same couple coaches. They have Shawn Michaels, who can't fucking figure out where he was good and where he wasn't. And then you have a bunch of fucking college kids asking these other guys, how do I do the moves, right? They need to be getting in the ring. I mean, I hate Joe Hendry. Fucking bless him for having a match with Randy Orton. I hope he learned something. I hope Orton taught him something in there, because Orton's the kind of guy who can give you a 4-minute match, 3.5-minute match, and you walk out thinking, oh shit, I didn't understand the business like I did before today. You know what I mean? Like, I want more, like, it used to happen a lot more. Becky going down there, fucking Natty going there. There used to constantly be Dolph Ziggler went down there. You know what I mean? There's a bunch of people on the main rosters who weren't doing shit. So let's send them to NXT and teach this new crop old tricks, right?
Well,
like,
that's the thing. They weren't going down to face 15-year veterans. They weren't going down to face 35-year-olds, right? They were going down to face 22-year-olds. These people that needed help, and now it's such a fucking holding pattern. And again, like, that's, too much talent there cross to bear. That's their problem. But I mean, wrestling is more popular than it's ever been. Yes, Matt Cardona is thirsty for coming back to WWE, but he is making a shit ton of money staying out on the indies. Like,
KO said it best.
Yeah.
Like, you literally can make such a fucking living. So just go do it. Like, no, it's not my TV time that you need to care about, but if you're not adding value, then just fucking go.
It gets to a certain point where I feel like that we're never going to see something from them when they're there too long, right? And to me, if all I've seen from Ricky in this one clip is just this, he needs to get moving. You know what I mean? LA Knight had to get moving when he had to get moving, and then he got fucking stuck with some shit, but he got out of it. You know what I mean? Like, the ones who make it, I was looking at it. I didn't even realize this until I was looking at it. I knew Cody and KO had to have overlapped because that's how they knew each other. But I couldn't figure out when that happened. KO was signed in like mid 2014. He made it to the main roster May 2015, and Cody left May 2016. So KO was only in NXT like 6 or 7 months.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Balor was only in NXT for like 8 months. Sammy, fucking 5 months. Like, these guys were getting polished and sent out to go learn more. It's not like learning ends when you leave NXT. And I think that people there's something with their system right now that keeps going, there's more for them to learn. Fuck yeah, there is. There's going to be. But are they ready? You know what I mean? There's a difference in being ready and having nothing more to learn.
And are you teaching it?
Yes. Are they going to learn it from you or Orton?
Right. That was your point a couple minutes ago. It's like, it's not just that they're down there and incapable, but are they actually being taught the same things back when, Dusty was running promo class and, fucking Matt Bloom wasn't the head, but he was, a major coach. So, like, when you move people out of position, things don't usually line up the same way. And you're so right. I was thinking the same thing, that, Sammy to KO to, like, I remember, and again, just from a wrestling standpoint, when Velveteen Dream was down there for so long, we were like, why is he not getting called up? Why is he not getting called? Because he ended up being the biggest star down there and hadn't been called up. And it was probably like a year and a half. Yeah. Right? Because everyone else was moving so quick. And once the pandemic came around and it was kind of just stuck, these are our shows, I think that kind of just halted how fast everyone was coming up. Because then Undisputed Era was there for, 2 years. And Gargano and Ciampa had a fucking 2.5-year feud. Street
5 years or
for 3 years.
They were subjected to the way. Ugh.
Yeah, all that shit.
Yeah.
But also part of that was because at that time they knew those guys would not make it on the main roster. It was never the point. And my fear is that some of these guys get put in NXT and they don't know that they're not there because they're going somewhere else.
No.
You know what I mean? Some people are getting called in because that's where they're supposed to be for the next 6 years. And fuck, that's not what I want for Ricky. That's all I'm saying is that I don't think Ricky's doing anything wrong or doing anything bad, but I think that I'm done with everything NXT has to offer him. And I hope that he feels that itch and gets them to fucking move him, you know?
Yeah, they need to go back to 2.0. They need to go back to a 2.0 thing because I know a lot of people hated on it. But I remember loving about it. It was so refreshing to latch onto a fresh talent and watch them grow. Because we just left the black and gold era, like you said, Undisputed Era was maxed the fuck out. None of them were going to be successful on the main roster. And whatever, if people love them, they're popular. Who fucking cares? Like Adam Cole is not great, and he wasn't going to make it, regardless of whether he's going to be Keith Lee's assistant or not. Like, all of those guys truly took up so much TV time and maxed out their potential because it was just at NXT. There was zero room for them, and it's showing right now. The only person from back then that had any type of success on the main roster during that particular Black and Gold era was Matt Riddle, and that was with Randy Orton as a tag team. Other than that, there's no one from that time who had quality success on the main roster. I mean, and I'll even put Drew McIntyre in there. I mean, look, Bobby Roode got injured. He did okay at the Alpha Dogs, but not really, right? Nakamura's been up and down. He was even before that time. So, but Andrade didn't do it.
Aleister Black.
Ciampa, Gargano, Velveteen did his thing. He couldn't, even get there. But, all of that. None of those guys. None of them. Yeah, even Keith Lee. And Keith Lee fan too, right? Even the way he looked non-NXT, he must have been uncomfortable or some shit because he wasn't doing his part to be what he was during the Survivor Series match when him and Riddle came up and attacked everyone on SmackDown. When he was in the Rumble against Brock Lesnar, nothing felt that same when he was on the main roster. So yeah, none of those guys. Karrion Kross. Look, people are saying we want Kross, but he's still floundering. It's still not there. And he was the one that lost to Keith Lee.
He's got a big groundswell around him, but it's just a swelling. It hasn't grown yet. And I agree. I just buy his book, but I've been big on Kross since he was down there and people were shitting on him. I was big on him down at that point, and I haven't stopped. I keep telling people there's something to this dude. So to see the groundswell is amazing, but you're right. Yeah, it's not that it's fired off yet. It's that we're close. You know what I mean? There was big news that Kross outsold everyone else in merch for a week or 2 weeks. Okay. Mm-hmm. Anyone could fucking pop off once. I mean, they talk about Flash in a pan for a reason, right? Is this a Flash thing? Is this Rusev Day? They had no legs, but it got real big and it sold a lot of shirts. You know what I mean? Is there legs here? I think with Kross, there's legs there. I think 100%. But you're right. He is not yet to cross that threshold,
No.
So I mean, time's still ticking for some of the black and gold. And I will say, just as a funny sort of side note to me about it, is that technically LA Knight was the tail end of black and gold. He technically qualifies black and gold because they had the
the $1 million title match.
Yeah, and they're during that one, they had the one War Games where it was black and gold versus 2.0, and LA Knight was on the black and gold team, and I was like, he got there a month and a half ago. And he's like, he counts. Like, okay.
He can't, yeah, because he got there right before, because then all of a sudden, that's when we're like, boom. I'm like, I hate this 2.0 shit.
Yeah.
I want my black and gold back, goddammit. I feel cheated. Nah. But
look at the quality of show. When you look at the quality of show, like it hasn't been there, no. And albeit from 2.0, who's still kicking on the main roster at all. You're looking at just Braun Breaker and Roxanne, right? Everyone else who came in went back to the Sammy and KO of it. 6 months, bang, now they're on the thing,
Mm-hmm.
So very interesting.
Yeah, it is interesting. I think that even when we're looking at it with black and gold, this was my feeling about black and gold. Black and gold basically took the indies that I knew And a lot of them, in my opinion, they weren't as great as they should be. It just was because, wow, you know, they're buzzed because people talk about them. Fucking Dave Meltzer's fucking, you know, up their ass. So I think that that's where you got a lot of false, you got a lot of false things. I mean, there's a lot of people that they really failed. They failed fucking, and I'm glad he got out when he did. Fucking Sammy Callahan. They failed fucking Swerve. Okay, Ricochet. Hi. What the?
Was Sammy Callahan NXT?
Yeah.
How
he was? Oh God, what was his name? Hold on.
That guy's terrible.
Sammy Callahan has his purpose.
He's awful.
Yeah,
he does have his purpose. When I need a bag that should be packed, Solomon Crow. That's who he was.
Yes, that's who he was. Yes. No, but he's better at the creative side and booking and all that kind of shit.
He's better at bagging groceries than anything in pro wrestling.
Oh yeah, yay! Fucking Sammy Callahan. Fucking love.
I don't think I'd pay him to paint my house. I wouldn't want him to know where I live.
Let me tell you, I almost died at an indie show because of fucking Sammy Callahan.
So I win.
And that was AEW. That was All In weekend too. So see, celebrating All In. You know, if you guys, I personally believe that of these 11,263 people, yes, I was one. So was Tony Khan, and his father, I think, was there too. But you know, they had to pay. But obviously, he didn't pay enough good money because I had a better seat than Tony Khan. Anyways. But honestly, yeah, no, he's Sammy. If you look at what
his NXT, Sammy was in WWE from 2012 to 2015 through their developmental program, right? Mm-hmm. He in 2013 was lost to Woods. He did not end up on TV for more than a year. He was at another live event and then a television taping, and then they pulled him off for a bit, March 2014, and they repackaged him to bring him back after doing a few dark matches. So on NXT, they began airing teasers for his debut on the February 18th episode. So this is just months before he's gone. He made his television debut against CJ Parker, attacking CJ Parker, who is Juice Robinson. I just think it's so fucking funny that Juice and him were down there. And to be honest, the pictures I'm seeing of Sammy Callahan as Solomon Crow, he looks way cooler as that than he does on fucking anything I've seen in TNA. So
well,
they're onto something.
He's back to his chubby boy ways and shit like that. But you know, but I will say this, like Sammy, he's got a fucking great fucking promotion that he runs. Wrestling Revolver. Great promotion. Really, he's fucking so hands-on with it. It's not even funny. I mean, and you know, that's kind of his kind of thing. So he is part of creative backstage at TNA. So, which is kind of cool because I think that suits him a little bit better because his style is getting to be, a lot of people aren't doing that like brawling type of style anymore. Unless you kind of go to GCW, but even then, they're not kind of doing that because people have tamed themselves down. Like Atticus Kogar, total night and day. He's not doing deathmatch anymore and just shit like that. So,
yeah, well, I mean, Atticus is doing all that bullshit with Stackhouse now, so fuck that guy.
Yeah. I know, right? I don't like that midget either, or his fucking brother.
Dude, you know? The first time I saw him was at a fucking bar where they decided it was fucking, it had to be a Vegas thing or something because it was like a big fucking convention kind of weekend, and there was this fucking like karaoke night thing, and so it had to be fucking Double or Nothing Vegas because it was like supposed to be Suzuki fucking karaoke or some shit who didn't even show.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, they were like, oh yeah. Fucking Burger Grandpa doesn't have to fucking do that. He's not going to do that.
And he didn't. We all went and he wasn't there. But the one guy who showed up was fucking Atticus Cougar, who I'm bigger than.
Yeah.
So when he walked by me, because he was doing this thing. I was like, who's this little fucking dude? And then he does this angle with this dude who's twice the size of me. And I was like, this is awful.
Yeah,
a lot of people who knew he was were like, oh shit, he's back. And
yeah.
I was like, this is bad. He's a puny little guy.
Fucking murdered grandpa.
And now he's trying to fuck with Stackhouse. So I think Stackhouse should just sit on him until the farts stop.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know? On either side.
Yeah. When I was at fucking Janela's spring break, I was like, Sam, just fucking sit on him. You know, sit on his brother. Yeah, is a little bigger. You know,
don't overcomplicate it.
Yeah, just make it simple. Keep it simple. Sit on him. You know, fucking help your friend out. Help Fuego. God damn it.
Don't overthink this one, buddy.
Oh my God. I was so emotional. Oh my God. I was like, oh, Sam really fucking talk about people who can sell. Fucking Sam. Woo. Fucking, I'm all like crying, and my friend John's like, what the fuck are you doing? I go, this is so sad. I said, I'm sorry. This is an emotional weekend.
Yeah.
And an
when I saw him
day.
in Phoenix, he got like carried out by a dozen people.
Oh yeah. You were telling me that.
Yeah. And like he's messaging me and stuff, and it was like, all right, I'll see you when I see you, kind of a deal. And he's like, fuck it, I gotta sell some shirts. I'll be out there in a bit. I'm gonna have my head wrapped. I was like, whatever you gotta do, buddy. But he comes out and people are like, we were really scared for you. And he goes, oh yeah, man, I just really lost it there. Like I think I just bled too much, man. And they're just like, oh, we're so glad you made it through. And he's all like, oh yeah. So funny.
Yeah. People like GCW people have really warmed up to Sam. Like
apparently there's 3 big cities that are like, he's fucking over.
Which ones?
Phoenix, LA, and I think Dallas are the 3 that he said are like fucking crazy.
Fucking LA loves them some Sam Stackhouse. They do. And you know, I have not, and that crowd too, the Vegas crowd, a lot of them were the LA people. And, you know, I haven't seen Sam in LA, which I will be soon.
Oh, I haven't seen him in LA, but I think I want to see him in Phoenix, like right before or right after. I gotta find out when that's gonna be again.
Yeah. Because wasn't that the night that you took a picture with him with the belt?
Yeah.
Earlier, yeah.
The overweight championship of the world.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's great. And you had a lovely conversation with ZSJ. Yeah. Our champ again, New Japan. Yeah, I think he was like, fuck Tony Khan. I'll just fucking fucking pay to play with fucking goddamn fucking Tanahashi with the good hair. That promotion's going downhill. I can't watch that. It's going to be G1 season. I just am like, no. But, you know, so I just shake my head. But to move on from things, I do recommend, though, if you save your pennies, I do recommend the Collective next year, because that's going to be the 10th Joey Janela spring break, and it's going to be fucking amazing. Because everyone I've been to 2 now, and they both were fucking amazing. Each one topped itself, because I did not think that anything was going to top Janela versus Kota Ibushi. That match was so fucking good. And then fucking Sabu, that whole show top to bottom, it was great. So that's what's going to be great. And fucking Bloodsport. And we need to see fucking Natty in Bloodsport more, because she's a fucking beast.
I think her getting away from being a trainer on TV in these matches and feuds in WWE and allowing her to like be her own character has really opened up her skill set.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think you're right. I mean, it's not to, well, we talked about this before too. Like, it's not saying like she needs to leave, but their willingness to allow them to do these things is incredibly helpful. So like, you know, there ends up being like a knockouts tournament in TNA. Is there a chance that they would let her kind of cut loose until, you know, she would just lose one? But
and with the
character, I would imagine even in that scenario, she would end up, because like that's going to happen at fucking Evolve. She's in the Battle Royal now, at the Evolve pay-per-view. So what's she going to do? She's going to carry the whole match, you know?
She is going to.
Yep.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like have her come out with her fucking mouth guard and a fucking like little black little outfit. I'm like, yeah, like with the pink accents, like on just the shoes, I think it was. But yeah, I'm like, go for it because I think that's needed. And I always thought that maybe they would lean more into Shayna Baszler with that. I always thought that they were going to, but
yeah,
yeah. But I hear, speaking of women on that roster, I hear Jade's kind of on the chopping block.
Who?
Jade Cargill.
He's on the chopping block?
Yeah, it's kind of rumored to because she's not progressing as well as they thought she would by now.
I mean, yeah, she's not great.
No.
And exactly how I thought it would. I mean,
it's gone exactly how I said it would. When they said she wasn't going to NXT, I was like, well, that's going to be a problem.
Yep.
Right. And then she spent like 8 months behind the scenes or whatever it was. And the very first look at her was like, oh, shit, she's doing that same thing again. So, like, there was some asshole, tweeted out, as always, oh, they ruined her ability to be a star or whatever. Or maybe it was Meltzer. I don't know. Same thing.
Same thing.
Fanboy.
When you're a big fish in a small pond, it's very easy to look like and be a star. But when you're surrounded by some really big fish with some really cool colors and they do these other things, you kind of just don't. So it's it's not who you are, it's where you are. And you just she has to step her game up. I said that shit about Bianca fucking 3 years ago. She has an opportunity to grow from what people think she is into actually being what people think she is. And she's done that.
Yeah.
Jade has not done that. And if she's on a chopping block, it makes sense because she's not, that whole, I don't know, again, one of these AW assholes said it about the, the whole WWE brass ring, it's not real or whatever. It was MVP. So shouts to MVP. He's dope. But that saying that the brass ring isn't real. It is. What Jade is going through right now is her brass ring. This is hers to take control of, to cement herself in WWE as someone that they need to have.
Yeah.
They don't need her. They don't. They haven't needed John Cena for the last 5 years. They don't need CM Punk. They haven't.
No, definitely no.
They haven't needed Roman Reigns in the last 5 months.
Yeah.
3 months. They don't need these people. So if Jade's on the chopping block, it's because she's not adding up, not because they're fumbling her right now.
No. Well, she's fumbling herself.
Sure.
I mean, when right now, like Ricky was so proud to say, yeah, I've been, training with, Jade, at the Nightmare Factory. I'm like, you're not making her any better, bro. Yeah. You got to work on the mic with her. That's what she could benefit from you. But, I'm just, I'm just someone who watches this shit. I mean, especially with having Julia now and fucking Stephanie Vacour. Come on. Like fucking Jade. I'm like, we don't need you,
I remember when the three girls came up, right? It was Roxanne, Julia, and Stephanie at the same time. And I'm thinking that Roxanne's the most ready out of all of them. She seems to have the in-ring put together and the idea of who she is on the microphone. And then Julia gets in the ladder match and then put in position to be U.S. champion. And I cannot stop staring at her. She has she is fucking incredible. And even her, so we've talked about this too, right? From Charlotte's inability to speak regular English on a microphone to Becky overcoming her accent to having a phenomenal promo style to Asuka not really being sure if she should go crazy or subtle on the microphone. Nakamura not really showing how to engage with his accent on the microphone. Julia does not waste a fucking syllable on the microphone, Japanese or English. She has everything. She is it's crazy. And I have zero exposure to her. Like I remember nothing of her before coming in NXT and barely seeing anything in there. And everything on the main roster is like, she has it. 100% of it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've seen her in some of her matches in Japan. Obviously, I saw the intergender one she used to do with her partner, Zack Sabre Jr. Because that one move that she does with that one move where cross gets the person's head and does the, you know what I'm talking about. I like to call it the chiropractor move. She learned that from him. I almost wanted to message him and say, she needs help with that because it does not look as smooth as yours. So, yeah. And actually, I think
I'm thinking Jade Cargill is like a fit Nia Jax. Like Jade Cargill is what we had so many issues with Vince bringing in muscle bound guys who couldn't move. She's Ultimate Warrior, but less charismatic. Like there's a lot to her, and she's got the look, and she can move, but can she piece it all together, and can she move fluidly? And the bottom line is she's really lacking in that. It doesn't matter how much, which is also crazy because she's another one where I've seen a couple of clips of her training with Natty, and those clips are great, and she's smooth as hell. But then she gets in there with Asuka, and she gets nervous or something. You know what I mean? Like, I think part of the problem with training with the same people over and over again, you get really comfortable. It's part of the reason why I think Kairi Sane has so many bad matches. I think it's why Candice LeRae has only bad matches. It's why the Candice and Indy thing would never work. They were only training with each other, and so they were very good partners to each other. So I'll go over your head instead of saying I'm coming for your head, so duck. It's all right over. They look like they're swimming. You know what I mean? All right, clothesline over, duck. That, and it's like you're not even trying. You're just all right. And then the fucking tap on the back of the ankle, and then they fall back flat, and it's all like, no, you didn't sweep their leg. You tapped them to let them know this is where the move is. You need to follow through with a movement. The tapping during training, as far as I've always understood, was so that at a light touch, you knew when to do it so you didn't actually get hurt, right? So the idea was that, like, all right, we're going to practice. So as soon as you feel a tap, you go. But when I come through, I'm going to hit you. So as soon as you feel that initial tap, you're already moving, right? So it's not actually going to fucking hurt you. So they're fucking the fucking head, and then they run back and forth like they've been thrown with their arms. And you're like, all that is so bad. And so that comes with comfortability. Not that Natty's a bad teacher by any means or any stretch, but if someone's training with her exclusively and having good in-ring with her exclusively, then they're not changing it up enough and getting comfortable with somebody else, right? Like, how do you get comfortable with somebody you've never met? And that's what I think that's what's missing in a lot of the training. I think it might be the one thing that Natty could teach anybody and maybe doesn't know how to verbalize yet. Like, because Natty can go in the ring with absolutely anyone and be comfortable and have a great match because she's going to figure it out, right? Although we've talked about it before, sometimes Natty's trying so hard to protect the other person, she'll slow herself down to do that. But how do you go in with the confidence that you're going to make it work, right? That might be something you can't teach.
And I think honestly, she might be in the best sense of the term, like she might be jaded from the last couple of years. Natty, that is, she might be jaded from these last couple of years of having to do all the work. She doesn't have the trust of the other people to hold up their end of the bargain.
Exactly.
That's true. That's, part of that comfortability. Because I'm thinking about it, right? Like, who would it be? Could she trust any of these newer girls? I think so. I think her and Stephanie could have a great match together. Right?
Oh yeah.
Her and Roxanne.
Yeah.
Her and Roxanne.
Her and Roxanne actually have a good one before.
Yeah.
But
But like being able to trust them to do their part is a huge thing of it. Huge thing of it. And I think that's why she looks so comfortable in a blood sport scenario, is because that's their world, and she knows how good she is, and she can trust them to do their thing.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think
their part.
Yeah, and I think too with this crop of women, they also they see, I'm gonna pick on Kyrie, so sad, but you've injured two people. You've injured two people, okay, and you're gonna have me go into a match with her. No. So a lot of it, I think, is, they see how bad someone is, and they're like, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to do that. So I think that, they've got to do something where some of these people, if they're not like Kyrie, I'm like, girl, maybe you need to go down to NXT a little bit longer. Stay down there for a little bit.
Kyrie?
Yeah.
I don't think NXT's going to do anything for her. I think that we're done with the Kari experiment. I think as much as fucking Corey said that about Dana Brooke over and over again, I think that instead of trying to pretend she's a fucking pirate and say ahoy matey when she comes out like a fucking idiot, maybe Graves can fucking grow the set he used to have whenever Dana Brooke came out there and tried to actually work and say, I think we're done with the Dana Brooke experiment. Maybe instead of burying someone who's trying, maybe you could actually try to fucking bury somebody who's given up. Because Kari's doing nothing. She's bringing nothing. Her match was awful. Every week, it's insane. And they do the fucking, they do these fucking promo packages that are so horrible. And I'm watching it just being like, what does she have on them? How much money did they give her that they have to get back? You know what I mean? Like, where's this failure of investment? Because the quality's not on the other side. We're not getting quality out of her at all, ever.
Yeah.
But fucking Roxanne worked her ass off around her.
Yeah, I used to stick up for her all the time because I really enjoyed Mae Young through, her NXT run. But it's never happened on the main roster, ever. Not the first run. And then even now, I got so disappointed that they just threw her and Asuka together. And hopefully it's just for Evolve. And because we talk about it. Everyone's up in age now, man. We only have so many matches left with these people. Asuka just came back from injury. She's like 42 years old. There's only so many matches she has left. And I don't want that for my viewing pleasure, wasted with someone who's not going to be beneficial to those matches.
Yeah. And she's been crushing it. She's fucking never lost a step.
She's so locked in. She's awesome.
Yeah. And also, I just want to say that we know we're dumb fans and our opinion should not affect any of these people's feelings at all. You don't have to listen to us, obviously, right? But, like, all we're talking about is what we're seeing on our side of the TV, right? Like, we do the same. I got a fucking Dexter podcast where we fucking go in on Dexter, talk about all the cool shit that they're doing in the storylines and talk about the things where they missed.
Fuck Dexter.
I'm coming back for more. We got more Dexter.
He dies. There is no resurrection. He dies. It was the
you can't resurrect unless you die, you dumbass. You just said it. If he died and now he resurrected. That's how that works, dude.
No, because they didn't kill him. They put him in a fucking coma. This is fucking stupid. It was the perfect ending.
Yeah, until we see the next ending with Neil Patrick Harris.
So stupid.
Oh my God, Lord, I don't even know.
So stupid.
I don't even know.
I saw the fucking tagline to Dexter Resurrection, or not the brief description of what it was. Awakened from a coma. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not doing this. Exactly. That's exactly.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
No, but I just want to throw that out there because I know fucking everyone thinks that what everyone says is so fucking serious, and it's just fucking not, dude. Like, it's just not. Like, it's one thing when they hear shit like that from their peers and stuff, and I'll give you them that 100% of the time. If you're a fucking legend and you go online and trash these people, like, that's a fucking little low brow we're the fans. Let us be the idiots. Yeah. We're the ones you can blow off and say they don't know what they're talking about, and that's fine and fair.
Yep.
I do understand why fucking people start catching heat when it's kind of like a fucking someone's got a legend ring and they're all like, fuck that bitch for doing this thing. And you're kind of like, couldn't you have also just called them? Like, I can't do that. I can't just ring up fucking Becky Lynch and be all like, hey, where are you going with this? Because it doesn't feel like it's sticking quite right. Maybe we could talk it through. I'm not fucking doing that, right? I'm fucking nobody. But if you're a fucking legend and you're doing that, it's a little bit like, you should sign to a DM before just tweeting.
True. Well, speaking of things that people should listen to with us, well, maybe me. I'm in my lonely island. All In. I found the card.
Mm-hmm. And let's finish up on All In. Mm-hmm. Unless there's something about Evolution you guys want to talk about, I have a feeling it's
no. You know what? I feel like it was just thrown in.
It feels super thrown together, and it feels like the last time they did it, I think people had complained about how we got to some areas, but it was a fucking good card.
Yeah, this
trash. Evolution feels a little bit like I feel bad for Nikki Bella.
Same.
She had to cut that shitty promo that was awfully done, and pre-recorded. So let's retake it, guys.
Hold on.
Yep. Yeah.
But it was a million times better than what the fuck Mercedes did. Because all I can think about when I saw the Nikki Bella pre-tape, I go, at least it sounds better than that. Put them on the map, globally on the map. Remember that shit that Sasha did?
That was terrible.
Yeah. This one from Nikki, I was like, man, it's way better than that Sasha one. Good for her.
Yeah.
I actually felt good for Nikki for doing that one.
Really? We watched that one and we said, God, does no one take an acting class around here?
No.
Oh my God, the Blake Monroe and Jordan Grace horseshit.
That was horrible. Oh my God. Yeah. I'm like, okay, first of all, you know, I'm like, that is the weirdest combination of people I've ever seen in my life.
And I don't think Jordan Grace is going to make it.
She's been so botchy. She's been awful.
And she can't act, but neither can Blake yet. So we'll get.
And she can't talk on the mic, you know.
But it's funny you thought that was Nikki's best promo, this little video package, because all I could think is like they had every chance to reshoot this.
Yeah. Well,
and still, she's just
not like she has anything to do.
She's got nothing else going on.
Exactly.
Look, we're gonna sit here all day till you say it right. But at the end of the day, too, she had fucking nothing to work with because she was clearly supposed to have a match with Liv. Yep. Liv blows her shoulder in a freak fucking accident.
Yep.
And fuck.
That's why I felt bad. I felt bad for her. I'm like, damn.
And now she's in a battle royal. I couldn't wait to see what they were gonna do. They're like, well, they got to pair her up with like Roxanne or Raquel or somebody who's got like Liv's. Like it would have been perfect with Roxanne. Hey, Rox, especially because fucking Roxanne was on Total Bellas, or not Total Bellas, Total Divas, asking Nikki Bella and Natty what she could do to become a superstar one day. Let's full circle that bitch right now. Throw Roxanne in there and say, hey, don't worry, Raquel. I've got Liv's back. You know, and you're already kind of like, what? And then she goes over there and talks to Nikki and be like, I don't like how you talk to Liv. She's my girl, and I'm not going to let you do that. And now you got to fucking match the actual backstory. And at least she's got a one-on-one match with a really good fucking talent. And now they're going to battle her ass?
Yeah. And then you could have just done a number one contenders match for the women's tag titles instead of having the tag titles in it, and put Raquel in the battle royal.
Yeah. And
it
could have been sick for Nikki, but now Nikki's in a battle royal. So
yeah. And I honestly, I really think that with poor Nikki Bella, but I really think that, well, first of all, I don't think this generation of WWE fans even remembers Total Divas.
Okay, relax. That's every one of these people. That's why they watch wrestling.
Well, not every single one of them. Fucking CM Punk wasn't on Total Divas. His old lady wasn't on there. Dry. Apparently, everyone's saying she's a beard, but that's a totally different story. Anyways. Well. Yeah, I heard. Yeah, because when have you seen a photo with them together?
It is the truth, but it is a rumor.
Yeah, it is the truth, but it is a rumor. Yes, they haven't had a photo with each other, except for there was a photo of them at a Blackhawks game pre-pandemic.
Yeah, and then there was she did like a birthday post for him or something, and it was old pictures.
Pictures?
It wasn't even like she just fucking took him out to dinner. It was kind of like, remember 8 years ago?
Yeah, when we were in love.
No,
that's so funny.
Yeah, but
yeah, so he did her submission move at Night of Champions, and fucking Corey Graves called that out too, or Wade Barrett. I don't remember who was on the call, but
I think they were trying to say it was hers, but someone called it the page turner, which was Paige's version of the same move. And I was like, yep, that's what I would do too. I would absolutely bring up the fact that people think that they cheated on each other. So just as a real quick evolution, and then we'll get to the All In. We have fucking JC Jane versus Jordan Grace, Jade versus Naomi, no holds barred, which might be good because of how good Naomi was able to help Jade through that Mania match.
Yeah, but why should she have to do it again? Okay, because Jade should have learned some stuff from that Mania match, though.
Yeah, but no holds barred can help that out too.
Yes,
you can clean some stuff up that way, or hide some stuff, I should say.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Battle Royal for a women's title match, which title matches at this point have gotten so convoluted to me that I'm like, whatever. The women's tag match, Raquel Roxanne against Charlotte Alexa, against Kabuki Warriors, against Soul and Zaraya. I'm over 4 ways to begin with. I don't... 3 of these teams, I don't even fucking get it. Like, I mean, I sort of get that they unified the NXT and women's tag title, but I'm not having any of that. It's fine, whatever. Tiffany and Trish couldn't care less about. Becky Bailey, Lyra. I'm stoked for that one, I think. And then Io and Rhea, I couldn't care less about either at this point.
No.
I know I should, and I get the story. Rhea's never beat Io.
Yeah.
But Rhea's always carrying Io.
Yeah.
And it does nothing for us right now. It's not Rock and Stone Cold, right? Like, yes, they are Rock and Stone Cold to each other, but not to us.
Yeah.
We've seen it enough to know of what we're going to get. Without a transcendent story, it's not going to help. So
I honest to God don't think they work great together. I think they work just fine together, but I think Bianca and Rhea work better together. I think Io and Bianca work better together. I think Rhea and Io, because there's such a massive difference in their styles and sizes, that it's literally Rhea with a broomstick. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those ones where it's not that Io can't move, but Io can't do the things she's trying to do to someone the size of Rhea. So Rhea has to do half of it at least, if not more. And so for me, watching their matches, I just never get into it. I'm so like, all right, way to go, Rhea. You beat yourself again. You know what I mean? Like, you might as well, like when you wrestle your own kid and you throw yourself into a power slam so they land on top of you and you go, oh, that's like the finish of every Rhea Io match.
Right.
Okay, Rhea lost on accident, I think. I'm going to watch it because I'm stoked, but like the card does not feel to me like it's going to hold up the same way.
No. I only want to watch that one match. Bailey, Lyra, and Becky.
Right.
That's the one I'm really excited for. I think the promos are cool. I think it's been a really fun story. I don't think Lyra's getting the just what she's deserved online. A lot of fucking people saying she's not over and she's bland and boring. I think she's way more over than people give her credit for.
I think so
like
too.
People popped. What was it, a week or two ago, when Adam Pearce was all like, "All right, Lyra and Bailey tonight." The crowd went nuts. Yeah. Not just because they're going to see Bailey in a match. We all pop for that. Who are you going to do? One of the greatest of all time, right? But it was going to be against Lyra, right? And it was like, oh shit, she's good. You know what I mean? Like, I think she's way more over than people give her credit for.
Oh yeah.
That's a testament to what since Mania, and that's a good thing. The story's worked, but now it needs to end and move forward to where she maintains that, and I think that's where we go.
Yeah. But let's run down the All In card because you wanted to talk about what you think that's going to look like, and I think that's funny.
Yeah.
And then we'll end the show.
Yeah. So it's funny to me that these guys are still fucking pissing on each other. Where I'm thinking, did you really just put that pay-per-view together, Hunter, just so you have something to fucking make all those internet fans bicker back and forth about who's better, AEW, WWE,
The programming stuff, I love it.
The programming shit, and you guys are going to you and Tony Khan are going to piss on each other about, oh, well, this is the gate I had. This is the gate I had. Blah, blah, blah. I'm sick of this shit. It's like, just fucking do your own thing. Also sick of fucking them using fucking All In, because I will say this till I die, that was originally something special. And I've always wanted to ask, like, Cody, if I would ever ask him a question, and I'm like, how do you feel about him, one, copywriting the fucking name, and two, they're still using it because that was something that was special that you guys did and they could never duplicate. Like, how do you feel? Like, I even want to ask the Bucks this, because I get upset because I know how special that was. So,
yeah, but I don't think they do. I think they tried to do something and it worked, but I hear what you're saying, and I wish Cody felt that way. I just don't think he does. I don't think he I don't think he has that kind of awareness. He even doesn't have it in his own. Like, he wanted to be where he is now, but still he doesn't look comfortable where he is now. Like he's still like, golly shucks, I'm really doing this. I don't really never really felt the pride of it. Again, like when you watch the Young Bucks be fucking fools all the time, they don't look like they look like they take all this shit for granted. And none of it's special, you know? And that's what I mean. That's why I think that All In is used that way. It's like, well, you know, we can do whatever we want. So like, yeah, go ahead, do whatever you want. There's no like real pride put in that. Like you saw it. Tony Khan took it from them, right? Like it was them who did that, and he just took it from them. All the ideas that should have made AEW special, if they had it in them to create something, the way Cody had it in him to create something to be special, to be this new alternative, to have this staying power of quality, respect, and all that shit. Tony Khan took that from them. So it's so
he did.
That I don't think what you're looking for exists.
That's their fault for letting that happen.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
they needed the
Cody
money
included.
for that. Yeah, Cody included, all of them. But you know, I do think that there is like some part of them, because you know, like that was a huge thing. I mean, even when you look at it, a lot of people who did that, they were just like, wow, that changed the game. But unfortunately, you have a supermark who has money. Dad will give him money because dad doesn't fucking just wants him out of his hair. So, but it is what it is. So it's bounced homes. It's been in Chicago. It's been in London twice, and now Dallas. I don't know. I don't see a lot of hype in this, because some of the matches just kind of are like, huh? What? This is kind of weird putting together. So obviously there's those casino gauntlet things, but I always thought those casino gauntlet things were just for fucking double or nothing. Because what does a casino have to do with fucking All In?
It's the bet. I'm all in.
Bet. You can bet.
But that's not what. But that's stupid, because then they.
But that's the answer.
That's where double or nothing came from. They went all in, and then they went double or nothing.
Yeah.
And so it literally. Come on, Amanda.
That's how we got there, dude.
Shit together.
Fucking A. I guess that's the greatest thing that Tony Khan's ever kind of booked then. Was it's double or nothing because we went all in.
I thought it was a hell of an idea, and then I saw
That was great, yeah.
graphics, and I was like,
yeah, exactly.
Money there.
Yeah,
I thought it was a great way to gimmick it up, and then I was like, oh, that'll be clever. And then they went real heavy with it, and then we'll get a big poker chip and fucking pull it from the sky. And, okay.
Yeah, and every single time, everyone's had a problem pulling that fucking thing down.
Because it's not designed to come down.
No. That or the fucking gold life preserver. Because, man, I was there when fucking Powerhouse Hobbs won it at the Cow Palace. Yeah, the Sonic ring. Yeah, he had a problem pulling it, so they had to lower it. I was like, did they just lower that? And the person next to me was like, yeah, that was not subtle.
Yep.
I'm like,
he's like, and I was like, okay, here we go.
Here we go. My God, I'm like, wow, fucking the bloopers never.
So let's go through it real quick.
Yeah,
we got Adam Cole. Wait, I've got 8 matches here. How many do you have on yours?
I have, well, if you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, 6 matches, 2 gauntlets.
That's a match.
Women's and a men's. Yeah, there's a women's and a men's.
Those are still matches.
I know, but you know, for me, it's a shit show. The AEW ones are a shit show.
11.
They're all shit shows. There's 11 on Wikipedia?
There's 11?
Yeah, Wikipedia has 11. It's 2 on the pre-show.
Okay. Oh.
2 on the pre-show, which is FTR versus the Outrunners.
Gee,
and then
FTR.
Big Boom AJ and the Conglomeration versus Don Callis family. And then there's 9 matches. 7 and 2 gauntlets. So
Oh, I must be missing one.
That's a disaster. It's going to be so much.
But
the
FTR.
Championship. FTR and the Outrunners, you want to talk about that at all? Like, that's anything worse?
I know, but it's hilarious to me that the mighty have fallen. Both of them, but especially FTR. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, they were changing tag team wrestling for the rest of the world, and they were going to prove that tag team wrestling could be the main event all the time.
Yep. You're fucking not even the fucking curtain jerker. You're fucking on the fucking pre-show that no one usually watches.
And my favorite part of FTR defending the tag division is they still claim their greatest match was NXT Toronto.
Yeah, nice.
Love it.
Interesting.
That was against DIY, right?
Yeah, DIY and AOP.
Yeah. And AOP, that's right.
Yeah, I believe it was a triple threat ladder match.
Yeah. That makes sense. You had, wrestlers. And now they have the Outrunners.
Gargano was in it.
It's a clown show.
That's the thing that makes me mad. Y'all don't like comedy wrestling, but you love bullshit like the Outrunners.
They love comedy wrestling.
Well,
that's my favorite part about AEW is how campy and corny it is.
It is not campy and corny. It is not.
Based off of what?
It's kind of pathetic.
It's that as well. It can be both those things.
Yeah.
It can't be corny and pathetic.
Yeah. True.
Campy, corny, crappy, pathetic. It's CCCP, just like the Soviet Union.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
So we got Adam Cole versus Kyle Fletcher for the women's championship.
The women's championship? What?
It's got to be. It says TNT championship. It's got to be the women's one. They're both 140 pounds.
Wait a minute. You're right.
Sorry, it was a 2 out of 3 falls between DIY and the Revival. Sorry, just wanted to make that clear.
2 out of 3. Oh, yeah. And then they did the big... They lost that match, too, by tapping out like bitches.
Yeah, together on the submissions, staring in each other's eyes.
Yeah, they just never let go.
It was in 2016. They haven't done anything better in the last 10 years.
Dude, and honest to God, their best matches were the fucking, what was it, 2 or 3 they had with fucking Briscoes?
Yep, those ones that they had with the Briscoes, yeah.
What was the best they had? And that wasn't even on fucking actual TV. That was on Ring of Honor.
Ring of Honor. Behind paywall.
No one that shit behind a paywall.
Yeah, that's the best, the best ones. Because I'm pretty sure if you went to fucking Mark Briscoe and asked him, he'd probably say that was probably one of the top. Because they've had some awesome fucking tag matches throughout the years. I saw a great one with them in Motor City Machine Guns. Fucking amazing. Yeah. But that's one person who likes developing people, and they should probably use his services. Alex Shelley.
Oh, yeah.
Gonna say that. Yeah.
No, I've heard good things about him.
Yeah, Shelley's great. Shelley actually did a lot out here, and they were doing a student match, and Shelley was like a student show, and he was like, "Oh no, let me come. Let me work one of the kids." And they were like, "No, dude, it's just students, and we can't afford to fly you out." And he goes, "I will fly myself out." So that was kind of awesome. But they're like, no, it's okay. But he didn't. But he still worked with a lot of the kids. He was at the school a lot. But
right,
yeah.
So did you not want to go over the card, or
no? We're going over the card.
Are we, or
yeah?
Feels like we're not.
Well, because we're shitting on AEW. I mean,
that's part of the card.
Yeah,
they booked shit, not me. Adam Cole versus Kyle Fletcher. What?
Fletcher, the proto star. What are you doing?
I can't imagine that. Has Adam Cole had any match in AEW that was worth watching?
One, I think him and MJF wasn't bad. But then again,
not a yes.
Not a yes. Honestly, everything that was good is because he was in a fucking faction. He's a faction wrestler. I think he's a faction wrestler. But I don't even know who has the TNT belt.
Adam Cole. It's a women's title. That's how you know he's got it.
That could. I don't know. It shows you how much.
The tag team championship 3-way. Looks like Christian and Nick Wayne against who the fuck is Jet Speed?
Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey.
Has Speedball been signed, or does he just keep getting abused over there?
No, he signed. And he's actually had some. Yes.
Okay.
And he's had some good matches, I will say.
Sure. I'm just trying to find out, because a lot of times Tony does this thing where he super books people for a while.
Yeah.
And everyone thinks they're signed, but turns out they aren't. Like Danny Jordan flew herself out and got herself her own hotels all the time because she was always on like waiting lists. Because people thought she was signed with the company for like 3 years. And it goes, nope, never signed at all, just hoping to get a spot. And they put her on TV all the fucking time just to beat her ass. So you just never know who he's actually putting on TV because there's a deal, or who he's just taking advantage of because they have no other money coming in.
They grabbed him right after his TNA contract expired.
Okay.
Before like WWE could even like fucking even have an opportunity.
They weren't trying.
But, I know, but I know. I'm just saying
he needs a lot of work to get to a fucking. He's too corny to get over there right away. They would need to shape him up.
Well, why we have fucking Johnny Gargano still fucking doing shit is beyond me. But anyways,
because he fucking blows HBK. And then the third team in that one's the Hurt Syndicate. So I imagine they have to win, or what the fuck are we doing here?
Yeah.
Well, they're the champions, so they can lose.
Yeah, they are. Yep. I don't think they'll lose.
It'd be so weird if they lost.
It would be weird.
Young Bucks versus Swerve Strickland and Ospreay.
Okay, hold on. I want to say, because I watched this a couple of weeks ago. Thank you. That's how I feel about him. This is the one thing that, if you listeners out there, you should at least take from me and listen to, is fucking Will Ospreay's an asshole. Okay. Yeah. Not very liked. And I'm going to say this, right? Not even liked by his fucking other wrestlers, because there was a promo that Swerve and him were cutting, and Swerve basically had the whole mic because he knows this guy's a shithead, right? Whatever. And Swerve was like, look, I don't even like this guy. And I'm like talking because, this guy's going to say something that fucking is going to be so embarrassing, make me look bad. And then here's Will Ospreay. Yeah. You're also the one who said your company sucks.
Yeah, that was pretty.
Yeah. I'm like, come on, you're a tool. All I know is this. Nick and Matt, I fucking really hope you don't fucking give it to that little motherfucker. He doesn't need a belt in that company. Let him fucking.
There's no belt.
The EVP titles. He doesn't need anything like that.
That's not a real belt, and it's not a real thing. What the fuck is happening?
They are
say that on their site.
Well,
the site doesn't say there's a stipulation. So wait, so if
Swerve
and
so
titles on the line.
If Ospreay and Strickland lose, they cannot challenge for the AEW World Championship for 1 year. Mm-hmm. If the Young Bucks lose, they will be stripped of their EVP titles. Mm-hmm. So that's what Wikipedia says.
Yes, and Wikipedia is correct. But
can they all lose? Can we do that?
That'd be cool.
That would be cool, but no. Personally, myself, I kind of think of it as, if you give these guys the EVP titles, maybe this is your swan song, Young Bucks, and you're going to be out. I don't know.
They have nowhere to go.
That's fine. They don't have to go anywhere. They don't have to go anywhere. They're in a position and have been in a position where they don't have to go anywhere. These guys want to they want to buy PWG and make it like a kind of like a developmental kind of thing.
Yeah, but they can do that while still being at AEW.
They already did that with Ring of Honor.
Yeah, but you know what?
It didn't work.
No.
And then they tried that with TNA and it didn't work.
Yeah, but Tony Khan, it's Tony Khan's thing, because then he's the one who's the fucking
mothership thing. Wait, isn't it Joey Ryan's?
No. Oh, why are we saying that name? Okay,
I thought he owned part of PWG.
No. He gave up controlling interest. There were 6 people who used to.
So it doesn't mean no. Controlling interest is still an interest.
Yeah, but no, it hasn't been for years. basically, when they moved to Reseda from where they were in, I can't remember what.
I'm just wondering if this is a way that they're trying to get Joey Ryan a payday.
No.
The Bucks are assholes like that. They'll try and get him a
No,
payday.
but you know what? Let me tell you this, okay? If they're going to give anybody a fucking payday,
Colt.
it's fucking not. No. It's not even Joey Ryan. We all fucking know. Whoop, whoop. Yeah.
Yeah, but there's only certain ones they like, and they like dudes who touch their balls. So, well,
go away.
Young Bucks versus Ospreay and Swerve to me is the most eye-rolling matches, even on paper, that I've ever heard.
Anything that has Ospreay rolls my eyes.
Well, it's servicing themselves, and you know that, and that's been one of my biggest things with AEW since they started, that they service themselves. Yes, their fans do love this shit, but there's no reason that they need to face each other.
No.
Ever.
Yeah.
No.
Ever. Nope. You're filling up one match with 4 talents, well, 3 talents, a tag team and 2 individuals, where you could have 3 matches that benefit your company more. And they're like, no, let's just put it all in one. And they'll probably go in 28 minutes and do 1.5 million flips. And at the end of it, the 12,000 people in attendance are going to clap. Like, whatever.
Yeah, but those 12,000 people or whatever have no fucking taste.
Yeah. Those are your people.
That's not my people.
You were there for 6 years a minute. I don't want to hear that shit.
I jumped ship when fucking what's his face, fucking Ricky. Coke Boy, the snowman, when he did Ricky dirty. Bye, see ya. You That's fucking also did Colt dirty, because we all know now. Okay, we can come out and say it. Yeah, Phil Brooks did fucking say either he goes or I go, and I know I've been saying that since episode 1 that happened, and I know it did. So,
well, I think the way that it went is, look, you don't have to fire him or whatever. I don't care, but I'm not going to be in the same building as him at any point in time.
Bullshit.
So it pits him against him without saying it. He'd be more petty than to say it. Phil isn't fucking man enough to say what he actually wants. He would go in there and be all like, look, man, I'm not saying fire him. Don't fire him. I think everyone should have a job, but I won't come to work if he's still working here.
Not in that, not with this guy. No, because that was such a I'm not going to go in there. I'm not opening
the gauntlet matches look all right. For the women, I see Chris Statlander, Megan Bayne. They're both pretty solid. For the
fucking
most part,
love Megan Bayne.
We'll see where those ones go. Those could be good. Yeah. The men's gauntlet has a number 1 spot, Mark Briscoe, number 2, MJF, and number 3, Mystico, it looks like. The only weird thing about that is I did find out that Mark Briscoe won the number 1 spot. He was in a fatal 4-way or some shit, and the winner got the number 1 spot. That's the most illogical. Why would you try? No one wins from the number 1 spot. That's the whole point of the fucking thing. It's a punishment. And if you win from the number 1 spot, it's because you've gone against all odds, not because you fucking went for it. Like, if Briscoe lost the match, they should give him the number 1 spot. And if they want him to win from the number 1 spot, you have him lose. And it goes, oh, what a tough spot he's in.
Wait,
but to have him win.
Is that for the ROH title?
Who fuck? Guaranteed world title shot.
Oh.
Could mean anything depending on who wins and what they want to do with them, or it might never ever come to fruition.
True.
Omega and Okada. Oh yeah, this was an interesting one. So winner takes all. The AEW Unified Championship. Tony Khan on a call said that there's going to be the Unified Championship as well as they're keeping the Continental and Intercontinental Championships. So the winner of it can carry all 3 titles or put any one of the 3 titles on the line at any time. So it's not unifying at all. It's just actually making a baby belt. It's literally consummation of titles. We're going to go in there with 2 titles and come out with 3.
When he was talking about this, was it really, really fast? And he didn't blink?
It was clear as day. He was so well-spoken and elegant.
Oh, good Lord.
His hair was so well put together.
Oh, good Lord. Good Lord, have mercy. Okay, first of all, I don't need to see fucking Okada Omega 27 with all these stupid belts because the belts don't mean shit. Okay.
Yeah.
This
It'd be
is
nice
the
if
one.
they fucking did it though. If
If
they
they
actually had like a good match, it'll be nice.
I want to know, is it going to be like the others? Is it 60 minutes? Because those fuckers will go 60 minutes. So that's what my question is. I don't think no one has ever said, but
it doesn't do.
Well, yeah, but I think that no. I think that this is going to be, as much as I love the bitch maker Kazuchika Okada, this is going to be the one match that he had. He had a really good one against Takeshita. Okay, I'll say that, but Takeshita's great. But what I'm thinking is, with him, this is going to be like one of the best matches, or if not the best match that he'll ever have in AEW. And I will also say that this will probably end up being the greatest match of AEW. Has that potential. I hope it is. And I hope Meltzer gives it 7 stars.
Before the bell rings.
Before the bell rings. Mm-hmm. Just being there in the fucking buzz of it all. That's what I'm talking about. Yep.
It could be. That's what I'm hoping for, is because Okada's been like so fucking lazy and terrible since he's gotten there that if he's been saving it up for one good fucking Omega match, then I don't mind him taking Khan's money and running that way, right? But it would be nice if he actually turned up for something since he's shown up.
Yeah.
Tony Storm and Mercedes Moné, I'm interested in. I'd be curious because there's a lot of tomfoolery with the way that they're doing their gimmicks right now and a lot of goofiness and cartoon shit. But they're both very capable of having good matches. And it'd be interesting to see what they decide they're going to pull off here. They're either going to say, fucking whatever, it's Tony's money. Or they're going to do something that they say, I want people to remember this match. And I think it's up to them to make that decision,
Well, I think Mercedes, period, is always taking Tony's money. No, period. I think from her start.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she wasn't like that in WWE is what I'm saying.
No.
Yeah. So I'm saying lately that's how she's been. So we'll see if she continues to do that or decides to switch it up. And then you got Moxley and Adam Page in a fake Texas death match. Do you guys know if the actual Texas death match has rules?
No, I didn't know that.
There's rules to a Texas death match they've never utilized. They always use Texas death match in AEW as any no DQ match, right? Any all weapons count match. A Texas death match, which was like really fucking put on the map by the Funks, was a match that concluded with last man standing in a sense that you'd get pinned or submitted and then have to answer a 10 count. So you basically lost twice, right? If you got pinned, the guy would stand up and the ref would count to 10. Match is over. Like, not only did I beat you, you're dead, right? That's a Texas death match. You didn't just win. You fucking killed them, basically, right?
Got it.
Here, they just do the same old fucking shit. And so that's why I fucking hate they keep using that phrase for people who are supposed to be so historically sound and such historian wrestling fans and students of the game and all that bullshit. The Texas deathmatch had rules that were established in Texas that you guys are now taking and distorting.
I don't know. It seems like every time they're in Texas, there is on every show a Texas deathmatch.
Yes, but it's never a Texas deathmatch, and that's frustrating. They call a match every time they're there a Texas deathmatch, and they don't do it. Yeah, it's another barbed wire match, I guess.
Well, I don't know. It's going to be Hangman's going to be bleeding, and I mean, he had that great match with Swerve. That was fucking badass. It was not a Texas death match, but that shit was brutal. Do I expect it to be brutal like that? I don't know. I hope, because that match he had with Swerve at Full Gear was fucking fire. That match was fire. I was like, damn. Like, Hangman, where's this Hangman been for the longest
Take notes.
time?
I want you to take literal notes. So next week when we talk about these shows, we go down your bullet points of shit you were thinking of while you watched it.
Well, you know what? I'm not paying for it. So, oh my goodness.
So you're not going to watch it? You want us to review a show you're not going to watch?
Well, I'll watch it.
Damn it.
I'll watch it. I'll watch it. I'll watch it. I'll find it somehow.
I'm not saying don't. I'm not saying pay for it. If you need me to find you a way to watch it without paying for it, I can.
No, I can find a way. I can find a way. It's not a big deal. Well, I don't want to.
We're not going to go through this card and then have you not actually watch it.
No. If I will say this, if Young Bucks lose, I will riot. I will.
Padres just won, by the way.
Yay, Padres.
Ospreay doesn't become a VP.
Oh God, please no.
No, they don't.
So fucking stupid.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Swerve can do good, but not fucking. Ospreay is
it's
like
a literal zero stakes match. The EVPs pretend they're not EVPs, or the guys who weren't going to be getting a title shot in the next year don't get it next year.
Right.
Yeah. But you know what? They probably will never tag again anyway. Right. So they partner. If Swerve partners up with, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not a real team. Neither one of them are real teams with real stakes. It's fucking bullshit.
The Young Bucks are a team.
They're not.
They're a real team.
Not really. They're dancers. They're little trampoline, little bitches. You're going to a trampoline park? Just like Young Bucks.
They had trampolines.
Same size kids doing the same exact flips.
Yeah.
Does Goldberg beat Gunther?
Dude, he might.
I think so. I
think he will. I think he will because I think that for one, Goldberg is very good at winning matches. He wins almost every match. Gunther has lost more matches than Goldberg historically. Mm-hmm. I looked it up. I think that so I felt like they put the title back on Gunther because he couldn't get a promo done without people screaming you tapped out, so they had to give him legitimacy back. Plus it helps with the Goldberg story, so it was win-win for them, right? Mm-hmm. Let's make him re-legitimized and get a Goldberg story out of it. I think by constantly saying it is his last match, it's a retirement match, he doesn't want to have another match. It's a little fucking heavy-handed to be saying about a match you don't want people to know how it's going to end.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I feel like you kind of have to give it to Goldberg so people go, oh, shit. And then you get that gif.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the Goldberg guy? It'd be like the Brock Lesnar guy or the fucking Undertaker guy. What? There's a Goldberg guy.
I want to be the Starks girl. I mean, Saints.
My God.
You are.
I cry.
You are.
I cry. But on camera, because then that means I can have good seats. I can't afford that. Shit.
They don't give those people seats. I don't know if you know that. They pay for their seats.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, then what the fuck? I
know the Brock Lesnar
guy. Well, what
he
does
pays
do?
for seats.
What does he do?
He usually walks up day of and gets the cheapest front row ticket because there's usually a single or two. So he walks up like day of right before the doors. So that way, like, there's not a ton of time for them to be all like, we're holding on to it and even then it's gotten so priced crazy. That's why you don't see him as much as he used to because he's getting priced out.
Well, he
used to be able to get front row tickets for Raw for like fucking $25-$30. Because if you showed up day of, minutes before the show kicked off, like right when the doors open, when they're filing it in, tickets were super low. When I got the front row ticket behind commentator desk, it was I think $100. It was front row, right behind the commentator desk.
When I used to go to Raw, right, and SmackDown in San Jose, I would go day of, and I'd always have front row, except for the one time fucking The Rock was there, but that was all right. But
he still
no. Yeah, but I didn't know that they fucking mark it down all that low because trust.
Yeah.
I would have probably not had a meltdown at fucking Stand and Deliver then.
But they don't do it as much now as they used to, is my point. Is they used to do it a lot, and now it's not as much. Like I said, when I got mine, it was right before Money in the Bank. I think it was the one that Damian Priest won. And it was $100 front row seat behind commentator desk day of. Wow. The Saturday before, or the Friday before fucking Money in the Bank in Vegas.
Yeah.
But
I wish I can look out like at fucking San Jose, but I'm also already ready and prepared if he does come to San Jose, I am going to be in the front row. I'm going to pay for it. I will pay for it because I want to try to grab his ass again. I'm like, do you remember when I did that, John? 2 hands. Yeah. Now I know you can't do that, but I don't fucking care. He's retiring.
He is retiring. What's he going to do?
What's he going to do? You know? I risk myself because they're like, oh, you're banned. I'm like, oh, no. You can't ban
Bishop,
me.
what do you think is going to happen with Gunther and Goldberg?
I don't know. There's no real meat to the story. So like,
it's gonna be Goldberg. Come on now.
There's, to your point, Gunther tapped out and he has some swagger back with the title, but he doesn't have enough in that chop anymore to go, this is enough to take out a Goldberg. So yeah.
That's sad.
True.
I can definitely see Goldberg winning.
yeah.
That's but sad, also he's got a lot to lose. If he got so much flack for tapping out, imagine him laying down. You got speared, or whatever the fuck, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel bad. His fucking chop, that thing for fucking forever. I mean, that thing is so brutal, and now it's just like a puss move. That's sad.
It's not the way they used to build it up. You remember that entire match with Ciampa where he was avoiding the chop? Mm-hmm. And then he won by chop?
Yep.
Yeah. I think one of my favorite ones was when he wrestled Guevara at PWG. Sammy was the color purple on our, like, the background here. Yeah. He was purple. Yeah. I loved it, but he was purple. I felt bad for him. I'm like, you'll be wearing that for a long time.
Yeah, the only signed picture I have from him is one of his fucking chops where you can see the guy's skin rippling around his hand. It's gross.
Damn. Ugh, that is gross. Ugh, it's like that power slap show.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, Gunther can do that. And I wonder, like, fucking if he can knock down some of those dudes. But anyways, that's a totally different thing. But you know what match I'm kind of curious about is Seth Rollins and LA Knight. Yeah.
I'm happy for LA Knight.
Yeah.
I don't know what this means realistically, but I do think that it's about time that LA Knight's in some of those conversations for sure.
Yeah, but he's probably going to lose, and I don't like that.
Oh, man. Is that what's going to happen?
He's going to lose because they're doing this. Is the picture I have.
Oh, my God.
I have that picture signed.
Oh, my God. That's like, who is that? He's chopping.
No, I never saw or heard from him again.
Damn.
I think this is a WrestleMania repeat. There's a chance that LA Knight beats Seth Rollins and Seth Rollins cashes in and solves the main event problem. With Gunther and fucking and Goldberg.
I could see that for sure. Yeah. I think that the problem with Seth,
Gunther or Goldberg wins, got the fucking title up, confetti coming down, a la Roman Reigns and Sheamus, you know, come through with the briefcase, and there's a chance there.
Yeah. My biggest problem with WWE booking right now is that matches don't have finishes anymore. They're overdoing the interferences, and so every single Seth Rollins match that he's had in the past 4 months, I've walked out of, and I've said to my wife, I've said like, hey, when someone comes out from the back, let me know. And she was all like, you don't care about this match? And I was like, well, I don't care about the match, but I care about the finish. And I was like, it's not going to start till someone comes in from the back. And every single time it's like, yep, and here comes his crew, and now we're doing this, and here's that person, and it's just a big melee and a mess. And so I don't think the Seth and LA Knight match is going to have a good finish at all. I think that it's going to be a good match that gets fucking wiped away entirely by all this fuckery. And then we're back to another bloodline issue. That was the biggest problem with Roman, is no matter how strong they try to make Roman look, they spent too long trying to make him look dependent on the bloodline. Mm-hmm. And so it became a thing where it's all like,
telling was stupid because he beat the shit out of the bloodline before they joined him, and then he needs the help of the people he beat the shit out of. to beat up people. That's just Anyway.
Yeah. Exactly. It was awful, and they're doing the same thing with Seth. Seth has new bloodline, and everything that was wrong with the bloodline is exactly where they're starting with this new one, and so it's kind of like, we'll see where it goes. But yeah, I think LA Knight and Seth is a really cool prospect, but I'm not looking forward to. Yeah, I mean, I think it's where LA Knight needs to be. He needs to be in those conversations with those big players, you know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And Absolutely. I think that now that Jacob Fatu lost the U.S. title, I think he needs to be around that area too. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You know, Absolutely. Now that we got him away from the U.S. title, he's got to be fucking stirring up some shit with some big players.
Yeah, but we also need to see him stir up shit with fucking JC Mateo.
Yeah, he can still do that too.
Yeah,
I still want shit to get so crazy that they create a super bloodline. Just put them all together. Yeah. I'd fucking love it. Just have all 12, 15 of them just in one faction, just to reset everything. That's how you end Cena's run and don't allow him to leave with the title. You just super bloodline that bitch.
Yes. We'll have Tongaloa, Tamatonga, Talatonga.
Yep, all of them.
Jeez. Everyone's going to change their name. They're going to be some kind of Tonga.
Yep. It's going to be, it's going to make the NWO.
Yep.
When 30 guys will walk out at a time and you go, oh, okay.
We already started out with Original and Wolfpack. Now we got to bring them together. That's the problem.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yep. We got to merge them.
Yep, you do. Oh, man. Drew gets to wrestle.
No, he doesn't.
You know? Yeah, he's wrestling Orton.
Really? Is it?
Yeah.
How does that play out at all? Has that been on SmackDown?
Well, he came back just recently.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't get SmackDown at all. And no one tells me. I only get told to watch shit that's like Fatu or Naomi. Like, no one has talked to me about Drew at all.
Well,
is he doing cool shit?
No. He came back and interrupted. Well, I'm not a Drew fan. Yeah, he interrupted Orton and who started it out? It was Orton and someone else. And then Drew came out and was talking shit. So Randy was like, fuck it, I'll just RKO him. And then they set up a match for Saturday.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. Sounds like something Orton would do.
Yep.
Yeah.
And sounds like something Drew would do. Yeah. Love it when Drew does that. I just get the tingles. And then you have fucking Stu Bennett. Fucking la la. I just had to it, dude.
This is the best. Super British when McIntyre comes out.
Super Scottish.
Well, that too.
Yeah, they probably fucking be all, oi! Like, what the fuck? No. Yeah. Now, here's the thing that I find interesting. So, Cena's not saying goodbye to Atlanta here?
Yeah, maybe they'll be back.
I don't know. It's like, come on, dude. You didn't go anywhere like back. Like, you're not coming back to LA. San Diego's different. So, I mean, yeah.
All of the shirts said the last time. What part was hard for you?
But
it said the last time, and it had LA Dodgers shit on it. Of course, he's not coming back.
I know. I've got no shit. But I'm saying Atlanta.
Didn't he do Atlanta already?
No, I don't think so.
I mean, fuck Atlanta.
St. Louis is what you're thinking. Because who's in Atlanta? What are the colors? The Braves?
It'd be the Braves or the Falcons or the Hawks.
Falcons. Yeah.
Oh, I was thinking about the... What about the... Isn't the Bulldogs? Isn't that them too?
Georgia, yeah.
Yeah.
Which is the same colors as the Falcons. So it just a black and red motif.
That actually would probably be the move, because then you get two fucking big fandoms, and both of those fandoms are pretty fucking intense.
Yeah. Yeah. I was a little disappointed that Vegas got they should have done it like silver and black, but I get it. I mean, it was.
No, you don't need to. You got Fatu. You got
true. That's true. That's true. Yep. That is so true. So true. Yay area represents.
I can't wait for that to go down to like $8. I'll buy one.
Oh my god,
dude! I only got it because my dad sent me money for my birthday, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna blow the whole fucking thing on this one jersey, and then producer lady gets a fucking veteran discount on top of that, and then she got through Fanatics that gives veterans not only a discount but also cheaper shipping. And I was like, what? And so I had her go through the whole thing. And I just want to see on my side because they had the fucking a deal on Fanatics. And I was like, let me put that coupon on. And they told me, let me see. It was like a fucking $30 difference, dude.
Jesus Christ.
I was all like, what the fuck? It was crazy.
I have to be ordering some shit.
Yeah, it happened.
There you go.
Fucking dude, and I don't know if I told you, but Kev was giving me so much shit. He's like, just get a fucking custom Oakland jersey and wear it backwards like he does. And it's exactly what he's wearing. I was like, yeah, but he doesn't make any money. Like, he's got to get my nickel. You know what I mean? Like, how's WWE going to ever know he's over if I don't buy his shirt one time?
Well, I will say
if
this.
I buy the expensive one, then when I start bootlegging all the other ones, I won't feel as bad.
Yeah.
Dude, I have a B-Team shirt, and they went away. So,
yeah. Well, you know what? Well, I have my fucking villain jersey that I never got to wear. It's in my closet.
He's a villain. Maybe we should get his shit together.
That's a good point.
He's trying. More people who support him need to fucking say, you know what? The guy needs a second chance, okay? He's not a fucking pedophile, okay? Shit. Like I was told a lot. I really wish you were there, Marsh. You would have loved this conversation. Yeah. I got so much tea about that. I was like, shit. Yeah, people only really knew. They would let him talk. And I asked him if he has NDA, and he says, nope, you can talk about it now. He says Sinclair's no longer, doesn't own AEW anymore. I'm like, AEW, Ring of Honor anymore. I'm like, true. Too true. Yeah, I don't know. I think, I just think that you should go to Survivor Series because I swear he's going to have that Padres color. There's no fucking way he doesn't have it in Padres colors.
It's the only color still there.
I know. That's all we got left. So fuck.
Yeah. Yeah. But, I mean, and it would look
they
good.
usually have one of those pop-up stores on the outside too. So either way, I'll go down to Petco. Like I said, I'm staying with my grandma that weekend anyways. And she's 10 minutes away from Petco.
Well, fucking come down. We'll be drinking. I'm staying across the street at the Marriott.
Are you staying across the street from Petco?
Yeah. At the Marriott.
Fuck yeah. Yo, we gonna fuck a party.
We're gonna fucking
Grandma,
party.
I'll be back in a couple days.
Yeah, you're like, it's all good. I don't even know what kind of room I got. Yeah. I don't even know. But now that I work for Marriott, I'm like, can you hook a sister up?
Yeah, get a rollout or something. We're getting fucked up.
Give me a fucking sofa bed. I don't care if you fucking have an air mattress, whatever you guys can fucking do.
I actually have a cot that I keep in the back of my car. So when I crash at a buddy's house, I can just military style.
Nice.
And actually, producer lady got it for me because of how much I was going around crashing people's houses. And she got me the same cot she had when she was in the military.
Oh my. Nice.
She goes, these ones are pretty good. And I was like, okay.
Okay, you're like, thanks. Okay, cool. No, you should. Mm-hmm. We should definitely come out and do that. Yeah, granted, like I'd like to get a seat that's like really cheap, but fuck, god damn.
If it's across the street, we could watch from the roof.
I don't think they'll let us go up on top of the roof.
Of the Marriott? You said you worked there. Come on, what do you do?
But I work for a franchise that's probably managed. Fucking Marriott.
Look, I'll wear a CM Punk shirt. I'll sneak up to the roof and we'll see if it's clear. Because if I get caught in a CM Punk shirt, it'll make another fucking punk asshole. I'm like, yep, that's how we are. You know what I mean? And I'll blow it off. And then once we know we are good, then then I'll bring out the good merch.
I don't even. If they have a rooftop bar, then yeah. But how are we going to see anything? Because I've never been to Petco Park because I don't know. We'll figure it out. But yeah, no. And I'm also anxiously awaiting to see if there's some I get a Ricky Starks, the Saints moment. So
we'll see.
Hoping.
We'll see what happens.
I'll pay money
Bishop
for that.
got froze. Yeah. He hasn't blinked in a while.
No. Oh.
Yeah, he's out.
Yep. Scared him.
But we got to do last call anyway.
We are going to do last call. So, so thank you guys for joining us for another episode 1. Not getting to 2 because Marsh and I fucked it up. But you know what? That's the charm of us. So yeah, because besides, if we did get to episode 2, I don't even know what we'd fucking do. I'm kind of scared, but So you can find Ref Marsh everywhere. Venmo,
I'm all over.
you want to drop some cheddar that way. Hey, maybe donate some money so we can buy another Fatu jersey.
Yeah, or
actually no. Merch. Oh, that's true. Cena merch for San Diego, and then you know where you can find me at Ms. Amanda Jane. I just want to say again, I hope on Saturday morning we hear and new. I think it's Saturday. Yeah, it is Saturday morning. And new. We will. Because the revolution is here. And I honestly think that Ricky Starks.
I think winning the title is the worst thing for him. I think he needs to not win that title and move on. Let Ethan Page stay behind and play with the NXT kids. Ricky needs to be on Raw or SmackDown.
There's sooner than later. Him, though. I know, but there's no place for him, though. Where's he going to go?
There was no place for LA Knight. There was no place for Roxanne. There was no place for Stephanie Vacour. They find ways. There was no place for Lyra. When you are undeniable, a place opens. And that's the reality of it. Is everyone wants the spot they see, but no one realizes that there's a spot they can make. You know what I mean? That's the mentality of those ones.
I think with him, he's not quite there yet. Not quite.
He'll struggle. He will struggle, but he'll be there.
But you know what? Honestly, that's worse for him because when he starts struggling, he gets that doubt that you heard, starts to lose it, and he's his worst enemy, and I've known him for a long time, and I don't want to put him on blast, but he knows it. It's like, you're your worst enemy. And I've said to him before, dude, it's like, you gotta either, fucking make lemons into lemonade, or fucking just fucking forget it. Just don't do it anymore. Because if it's going to cause you that much distress, then fuck it. You could do other things. I mean, obviously there's a career for you in directing and editing because of all those fucking, promos you've done. I'm waiting for him to have WWE money and then let him do one of his vignettes. That'll be sweet. But that's just me.
I mean, it doesn't always work that way, but I mean, even with Cross doing his vignettes, he was paying for him. He just handed him over after he was done, yeah.
Hey, well, Ricky, you got the WWE money. You could do it.
No, but NXT money's not real good at WWE money. That's what I'm saying. He'd rather have Raw money than NXT money.
Yeah, I know, obviously, yeah. But I think for NXT, he's getting more than enough. More than other people, definitely.
All right.
I think
that's last call.
Well, yeah. So, guys, join us next week. I'll actually watch All In because I was requested to. So that's last call. Cheers.
Producer Lady here. Thanks for tuning in. Continue to support and buy us a drink by putting the I in subscribe and reviewing our podcast. And cheers.
I would never have a